High school football is on the air. HavenFootball.net is pleased to present tonight's Strath Haven football game. Tonight's game is between your 6-0 Strath Haven Panthers and the 5-1 Garnet Valley Jaguars.
And play fake back to pass his kitchen. Looking. Wants it all down this near sideline. Has Fisher out here. Who's got it? Tiptoes inside. Give is to Kaufman off the left side. He's driving the pile into the secondary. Kaufman explodes. And he'll finish in the end zone. No flags. And the Panthers retake the lead.
Tonight's game is sponsored by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods. Published since 1893. Steve Tobbs, Allstate Insurance and Media. Auto, Home, and Life. You're in good hands with Allstate. AMF Auto Clinic, taking care of your cars since 1961. Located in Brookhaven on Edgemont Avenue. Sandy McCauley at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Media. Give her a call when buying or selling your home. Ducklings Early Learning Center in Wallingford. Daycare for ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Scarpignato Plumbing. Over 20 years experience for all your plumbing needs in Wallingford. Proud Haven supporters Mary and Larry Luter. Go Haven! Rose Tree Wellness Center. Complete chiropractic treatments featuring ART therapies in Media. We get to the root of the problem. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Haven Panthers, Brian Carroll, Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer.
Well, it's taking a little longer than we hoped when we woke up this morning. Multiple lightning delays have just basically added to the anticipation for a first-place battle tonight between two undefeated powerhouses in the Central League. Over the last 4 decades, it's been a whole lot of talk about Strath Haven. Over the last 20 years especially, it's been a whole lot of talk about Garnet Valley. Both well-deserved, both fantastic programs, and both undefeated tonight as we're ready to go in Week 7, looking for a first-place berth at the top of the Central League when we get finished sometime later tonight. So 7 o'clock kickoff has been pushed way back. We're thinking about 7:40 or so. But either way, we are thrilled to have you live or on the archive for high school football on HavenFootball.net. Good evening, everybody. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play here at Mo DeFrank Stadium in Glen Mills. This has been a field where Garnet Valley has been, well, to say successful is an understatement of the year. 46 wins in a row in the Central League, dating back to October of 2017. Last time they lost that one to Springfield team 14-7. And Strath Haven, trying to turn the tables tonight, would be looking for their first win over Garnet Valley since 2010. In a year that Strath Haven shared the Central League title that year with Ridley, went on to win the District 1 title at that time 3A, the second largest classification, but have not been successful since. And frankly, not too many games have been all that close. Garnet Valley has handled Strath Haven time after time over the last 13 years or so. These two teams do not play every year, but you'd have to go back to 2011 when Garnet hung on for a 21-14 victory to find any game that was less than a 3-touchdown win. So the shame of it was last year, Garnet Valley and Strath Haven both ran the table in the Central League undefeated and did not play one another. People were hoping for their game last year. You don't have that. Whole new cast of characters for both teams tonight, but either way, 5-1, Jaguars lost their opener to CB West and have been on a roll since, despite several injuries. We'll come back to that in a minute. And Strath Haven motoring along, 3 heart-stopping wins weeks 2 through 4, and a couple of more convincing efforts on either side of that. So either way, that's a lot of talking from me. I'd love to bring in, of course, the webmaster here at HavenFootball.net. He does everything there is to do on the website. He's working the engineering board as we speak, getting cameras ready and everything else. But Mike Mayer, this is a big one.
This is the big one, maybe the biggest so far. I think the biggest so far of the season, obviously. There's no doubt that this is what everyone's waiting for really since last year because, as you pointed out, the teams did not get to play each other. And now it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be bragging rights for probably the Central League, although we do have to take on Marple Newtown next week, and that's not going to be an easy game either. But certainly getting over this hurdle tonight will be a big one. And it'll be the first time that Haven, if they were able to win, has beat Garnet Valley since
2010.
Yeah.
Yep.
2010. Say 15 years, so 13 years. And I remember that game. Coach Clancy had been out for the first half because he had some medical situation and came back in, and he kind of said, what's going on? He didn't say much, actually.
Right.
It was a terrible first half for the Panthers. They came back and won it in the second half, and that was that was the last time we ever beat Garnet Valley. They've been an absolute juggernaut in the Central League, winning or tying with. And the only people they've tied with that I can think of for Central League champion is when they didn't play another team, because there was no way to. You had two teams. They were 10-0, and and there was no contest. And of course, that's what happened as soon as Central League went to 12 teams, because there was no way to play all teams in the same year.
But in the meantime, Garnet, two-time defending 6A district champions on top of the Central League titles. They've won 9 of the 15 titles available to them since joining the league in 2008. So, again, this has been a powerhouse, growing numbers in the district over the last 30 years, turned into growing numbers on the football roster. And, again, a lot of year after year, they've been able to wear teams down. I mentioned most of the games with Strath Haven, frankly, have not been close. But I will say that they were close for 2 quarters or close for 3 quarters, and then the Jags just wear you out with their just wave after wave of talented, well-coached players. And coaching now for his second season is Eric Van Wyk, replacing Mike Rickey, who retired a couple years ago after that first district title in 2021. But Coach Van Wyk, new with the head coach title, but certainly not new to us, Mike. When we went on that run in 2007,
Good.
I'm not sure if you can hear me. Okay.
Yes, you're fine.
All right. I lost my headset there for a second. But Coach Van Wyk was quarterback, senior quarterback, Eric Van Wyk, that helped lead the Jaguars to the state finals in games that we broadcasted that entire run through the district and state playoffs. So we called his name plenty back in 2007. And, again, he does not want to be the focus of it tonight. He'll say, yeah, put it on the kids. And why not? 5-1, Jaguars 4-0 in the league. One non-league loss to CB West in week 1, 17-13, and then a couple weeks ago, a huge comeback win over Haverford School is their other non-league victory, 28-23, in a real barn burner where the Jags pulled that out in the final seconds of the game. But in the meantime, so both teams have had comfortable wins this year. Both teams have been in nail-biters. Strath Haven, no stranger to that either. So however it goes tonight, you can expect a battle from start to finish. As we mentioned, we're still a few minutes away from kickoff, but we will try to keep you updated with scores from around District 1 and District 12, and we'll bring in Andrew Kaufman, who's helping with the stats and spotting as always, but Andrew has some score updates.
Speaking of some of those scores, Interborough and Chichester tied at 7 in the second quarter. Coatesville trailing Downingtown West 7-0. That is, I believe, first quarter. Yes. Ridley and Springfield tied at 7 early in the second quarter. Conwell Egan up on O'Hara 7-0. Haverford and Marple tied at 7. Radnor trailing Upper Darby now by just 7, 27-34 late in the fourth quarter. And earlier today, Newman Goretti beat Bonner 6-0.
Okay, thanks for the updates. Go
ahead.
That
score held, huh? I was surprised. I thought it would be a higher scoring game.
Yeah, Newman Goretti has been a powerhouse out of the Catholic League for years now, and Bonner's been in a couple close games as well. They had a one-score victory over O'Hara a couple weeks ago on the night that we were at Upper Darby, just down the street. But in the meantime, all of these teams that Andrew just mentioned, all of these Central League teams are still very much in the hunt for a playoff berth at 5A or 6A. It is a wide-open Central League this year. Again, you have a couple of undefeated teams ready to go head-to-head here in a couple minutes, but boy, have there been some tight games, some close scores. Garnet Valley beat Haverford a few weeks ago, 14-13, difference only being an extra point. Last week, hung on to beat Lower Merion just 10-8. And, of course, we've mentioned already all season long, Strath Haven, with 3 last-minute victories. Springfield was miraculous, frankly, 19-14. Came back and beat Ridley 21-20 in that one, and then hung on for dear life to hold off Pencrest 20-14. Springfield and Conestoga, that was a one-score game. A couple of tie games tonight, Springfield and Ridley and Haverford and Marple. These are it really is anybody's league this year, Mike.
Oh, it's extremely competitive, and that's, of course, what you look at it for. You want a lot of equity out there if you can, and you rarely get it. There's normally somebody that's just a very good team, and there's nothing you can really do about it. So this year we got, every game you play, you wonder about, usually, Strath Haven, as we watch year after year, there's a team that we try not to say this is a sure thing because that's not fair, but in your gut you feel like, okay, this is going to be a win. But this year, I would tell you, with Lower Merion playing it so tight as they did with Garnet Valley and Ridley being a bit on the ropes this year, and, it's kind of an open situation for people. And, tonight's game, I think for the first time in many years, this is a 50-50 situation. This game can go either way. And,
unfortunately, injuries, frankly, are a factor for both teams, namely for Strath Haven, again out of the lineup is A.J. Glavicek, who's been out since near the end of the Springfield game. So, again, I literally get just sick to my stomach thinking about these seniors who miss time. And speaking of which, how about Garnet Valley just missing just terrific talent tonight and has missed them over the last several weeks. Logan Hamilton, all-league linebacker, Division I prospect, is not in the lineup tonight and has missed most of the season. Luke Mangione has a full ride for lacrosse to Drexel. He is out of the lineup. That's a two-way starter. Leading rusher Dean Kohler, just a junior, is out of the lineup tonight. Massimo Ivorone, a two-way tackle, is out of the lineup. In uniform tonight is Ronnie Loraris. He's missed the last few weeks. He is a sprint champion in the Central League in the 100 meters. Talented pass catcher and runner. We'll see how much, if any, action he gets tonight. And, of course, another guy, Luke Vaughn, is another two-way starter for Garnet Valley who did not play last week. We'll see if he gets into the game tonight. But, part of the story against Lower Merion last week was you had 2 sophomore running backs in the game for really the full second half last week. Mark Gifford and Paxton Hunt did a noble job standing up and filling in. But it's going to be on the seniors on the offensive line to make some holes here tonight for Garnet Valley and this triple option offense that has really run roughshod through many a team over the last several years.
And I'll tell you, Strath Haven tonight, they cannot get down to the 10-yard line and be ready to score and take a penalty. They can't have a bad handoff. They can't shoot themselves in the foot as they've done several times this year. They've managed to recover from it, but this is not the team you want to make mistakes like that with, period.
All right, out on the field, you got a number of youngsters from the youth football program at Brandywine Youth Club leading the Jaguars onto the field. Jags making their way out here in their Garnet uniforms, white helmets and white pants. And over on the far sideline, road whites tonight for Strath Haven, silver helmets, black pants and black numerals on the front and back. Led over there by, of course, head coach Kevin Clancy. He's been there since 1991. Only six coaches in the history of Pennsylvania football have won more games. Number 350, the win last week for Coach Clancy. So congrats to Coach Kevin Clancy, and he'd like nothing more than to add to that total tonight and try to knock off Garnet Valley for the first time in quite a while. Captains are meeting at midfield. For the Jaguars, number 3 is Aiden Boyce. Number 9 is quarterback Tyler Lassick. Number 7, inside linebacker Nick Romanello. And number 78, two-way lineman Max D'Antonio. For the Panthers, Jake Kitchen, your quarterback, wearing number 6. Number 20 is inside linebacker and running back Marco Kaufman. Offensive tackle 77 is Bill Brown, and number 40 is Cole Miller. He is your tight end and defensive tackle. All seniors out there for the coin toss. We might as well mention it now. There's a lot of, consideration tonight for some family ties on the field tonight. Bill Brown, offensive tackle for Strath Haven. His uncle, Pat Evans, Strath Haven alumni, is coaching at Garnet Valley against him tonight. In my house, closer to home, number 20 lives in my house as well. So Nolan Carroll, yeah, for now. He's not been very pleasant this week as far as wanting to talk football. But anyway, we will just, for the sake of just getting it out there, we do have some family ties. So in the meantime, we're going to take a short time out, be back for the tail end of the national anthem and the opening kickoff on havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Ooh, yeah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
That's the Garnet Valley Marching Band belting out the Star-Spangled Banner, and we are moments away from kickoff. Couple shout-outs to some special listeners tonight out in Colorado listening and watching, Florida as well, and the 28th floor of the Wabash building at Roosevelt University apparently is fired up for Strath Haven and Garnet Valley tonight. So enjoy the game, girls. Hope it's a good one. Andrew, you had a couple score updates before the kickoff?
Yeah, a little bit of chaos over in Upper Darby on Lansdowne Avenue. Upper Darby 40, Radnor 33, 4:53 to play in that game. There was a botched snap, a couple of long touchdowns in that one. Also, Marple Newtown now up on Haverford 14-7.
All right. So, Strath Haven will kick it off, move, and defend the end zone to our left. Garnet Valley will receive, moving right to left on the screen in front of you. The junior, Ian Gallagher, fresh off the soccer field this afternoon, has it teed at the far hash at the 40-yard line. Nolan Carroll waits inside the 10 for the kickoff. And we're ready to rock and roll. Week 7 is finally, after a couple lightning delays, underway. Gallagher approaches, sends a line drive high. Kickoff, this will back up Carroll and take a hop right in front of the goal line. Touchback and a great start there for the Panthers special teams. All right, Garnet Valley offense tonight. They start Tyler Lassick at quarterback. You may see Luke O'Donohue as well. We believe, based on injuries reports at the moment, Paxton Hunt is your running back, although there's Luke Vaughn, number 21, jumping into the action as well. We may see Ronnie Lararis. You may see Nolan Carroll in the backfield as well. Dante Devano is your split end. Kai Lopez is your wing back. Tight end, Caden Ollinger. Bledsoe, Pacenti, Anzalone, Green, and D'Antonio, the big five up front. On 1st and 10 from the 20, this is Lassick. First down give is to Luke Vaughn. He pushes his way across the 20, out near the 23. Panther defense up front. They will have their hands full, trying to take away dive, toss, and everything else. Jai Curtis, Cole Miller, Alexi Gustafson, and Vince Hales are your down 4. Sean Henry, Marco Kaufman, and Shane Green are your linebackers. Jack Schuster and Grayson LaFrance on the corners. James Fisher and Ben Milligan are your safeties. On 2nd down and 7 after Vaughn went for 3. Motion man is Kai Lopez. They give first man through and to the 25, and that's about it. Marco Kaufman there to meet the fullback right away. Shane Green in the mix as well. Nolan Carroll out to the 25, and it brings out 3rd down and 5. So good work up front here for the Panther defense in the early going. Nose of the football on the 25. My guess tonight is the clock will be moving a ton. Both teams love to run the football. We're at the 10:58 mark of the opening quarter already. Slot to the far side, Carroll. Split to the far side, Devano. Your single setback is Luke Vaughn. On 3rd and 5, they go wide dive, and getting outside is Lassick momentarily. Panthers come up quickly and stop him shy. Gain of about 2. That could have been a big loss. Good work there by Lassick to get away from Cole Miller in the backfield. But give Lassick a yard. 4th and 4 upcoming. And the punt team comes on. Garnet Valley, well, to say it was an adventure punting the ball last week would be an understatement. They had 2 punts blocked, 1 for a safety and 1 return for a touchdown for all 8 of Lower Merion's points. Luke O'Donohue awaits the snap from Ryan Downey at the 11. Ben Milligan waits at the Panther 45. 4th and 4 here. Good snap from Downey. And a terrific high spiral from O'Donohue. Fair catch, signal for and made by Ben Milligan at the 47. So the Panthers secure it with 10 minutes to go in here in the opening quarter. Very good field position. We'll get to the Panther offense here, led by senior quarterback Jake Kitchen. Shane Green is your fullback. James Fisher and Marco Kaufman at halfbacks. We may see Makai Clark and Vince Hales in the backfield as well. 2 tight ends are Alexi Gustafson and Cole Miller. Carter Law is your center. The guards, Jackson Jeremiah and Gavin Pilson. Will Luthold and Billy Brown are your bookend tackles. Wing T look, and they shift Kaufman as a wing to the right. ISO on 1st down, pushing the pile is Shane Green. Out across the midfield stripe to the 48. Give him 4 on 1st down, and Panthers will live with that. 9:46 and counting to play here in the opening quarter. Give him the 47. Britton and Carroll on the last tackle there for the Jags. We'll get to the Jaguar defense after this play. 2nd down and 5 from the Garnet Valley 47. 2 tight ends, and the give is to James Fisher, and you got flags first. All right, offsides here against Garnet Valley. So this will be near 1st down yardage when they step this off. We'll see.
You want to do the defense?
Yeah, let's get to the defense here. Garnet Valley defense tonight. Up front, you've got the big nose guard at 6'1", 300-plus pounds, Dylan Bledsoe. D'Antonio and Bendo are your tackles. Outside linebackers, Drew Keaveney and Frank Long. We will see Luke Vaughn in there as well. Inside backers, Nick Romanello and Chase Britton. Chase Wilt and Kai Lopez on the corners. And the safeties are Luke O'Donohue and Nolan Carroll. On 1st and 10 from the 42 after the penalty. Panthers in business here. Wing to the left is Kaufman. They go toss play to the outside. Looking for room for the first time is James Fisher. He gets the edge. 40, 35, banged out of bounds on the far side by Carroll. And still, Fisher's going to pick up 6 or 7. And good position here for the Panthers as Fisher takes... Look, he's averaging almost 7 yards a carry coming into this one. He'll take 7 on 1st down every time. From the 35, Panthers now double wing on 2nd and 3. This is Shane Green off the left side, and he's into the secondary and dumped at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 more and move the sticks again. Panthers have to feel good about their first 3 plays.
You're looking nice and strong.
Good push up front now for the Panthers. Jags on their heels just a little bit, trying to figure out the wing T with 8:45 and counting to play in the first. Fisher, wing to the left. Kaufman and Green in the backfield. Kaufman for the first time off the left side. He'll bounce it back inside and push his way down inside the 25 to about the 22. Tough running there for Kaufman. See where they spot this. Give him 8. Panthers found their sea legs here coming out of the delayed start so far, but still 22 yards from pay dirt. 2nd and 2, and some options here for Coach Clancy and the silver and black. Same look. Wing T with 2 tight ends, and give is to Green. He goes into the secondary, steps out of 1 tackle, carrying people inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. 14 for Shane Green. It'll be 1st and goal to go for the Panthers. Boy, they're getting a good push up front right now.
Boy, they really are, and they're making some nice holes. We have a sideline camera, as you may have noticed, and it's a little choppy for us, Link, because it's hard to keep track of, but we're doing what we can, give you a little different viewpoint.
Aiden Boyce into the game at safety now. Was in on the last tackle. First and goal for the Panthers from the 8. This is Fisher looking for room off the right side. Cuts it back. He steps inside the 5, down near the 2.
He hung that ball out awful far.
Frank Long and Chase Britton join Kai Lopez on the tackle, but yeah, they need to secure the football.
Yeah, boy.
Down to the 2, though. 6 more for Fisher. And the Panthers now 3 cracks at it from the 2-yard line. 7:15 and counting to play here in a fast-moving first quarter. Strath Haven trying to cash in on a short field. 2nd and 2. Give is to Green off the left side into the end zone. Touchdown Panthers with 7:05 to go here in the opening quarter. Shane Green in for the 4th time this season on the ground. 52-yard scoring drive, Mike. Not too bad.
That was just great Haven football. That's what you wanted to see for a first possession, obviously.
On for the extra point, Ben Milligan. Snap, spot, kick is away, plenty of leg, and down the middle it goes. 7-0 Strath Haven. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Be back in just a moment. You're listening live to high school football on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
7-0 Strath Haven, 7:05 to play here in the opening quarter. A 52-yard scoring drive on 7 plays. Shane Green in from the 2, and you can't ask for a better start for the Silver and Black. All right, they'll try it again here with Ian Gallagher. Teed up at the 40-yard line. Carroll stands deep to return inside the 10. They kick it his way. Line drive kick. This will be Carroll from inside the 5. He's coming out at the 2. Up the near hash mark. Makes the first man miss momentarily. Ball came out. We'll scramble for it. Let's see. The Panthers think they have it. I don't know. We'll see.
Refs are a little slow to make a decision. That's never a good sign. Garden Valley kept it, I guess. Yep.
Heads up play there. I'm not sure who landed on it. It looked like Ollinger or Carroll.
Panther down.
And Ryan Henry on the turf. So the Panthers nearly steal it away there. Ball came out late. Carroll and Ollinger, one of them fell on it, and so Garnet will have the football at their own 17-yard line here with 6:59 to play. Ryan Henry, the other twin who had a good game last week against Radnor.
He's a little tender.
But hopefully nothing too serious here
He's
for
walking
Ryan.
off all right. He should be okay.
All right, good news there.
That's Dr. Mike.
Yeah.
One of my other hobbies when I'm not broadcasting and driving a school bus.
Yeah, from 200 yards away.
Don't email me with your questions.
All right. Garnet will try it again now. 3 and out on their first possession. They'll snap now from the 17-yard line. Vaughn and Carroll in the game in the backfield. Kai Lopez in as your wingback. And they break the huddle with a split end to the near side. Bottom of the screen is Dante Devano. Slot right next to him, Nolan Carroll. Wing to the far side is Kai Lopez. On 1st and 10, they send Lopez in motion. And right up the gut, this is Luke Vaughn into the secondary and a touchdown-saving tackle, believe it or not, by Ben Milligan. All the way out to the 31-yard line. Quick hitter, 14 for Vaughn, and some breathing room for the Jags.
That was, Jags' best play so far. Their first possession was nothing terrific, but that's their first down, their first down, so good for them.
Vaughn missed some time over the last couple of weeks with an injury, so nice to see him back in action. He checks out. They go slot to the far side. Carroll, wing to the near side, and they toss to the outside. Looking for him, this is Ronnie Lararis for the first time, and he is met immediately. Marco Kaufman says hello and welcome back. Lararis missed time as well, and he gets the line of scrimmage and maybe one more. One more if they're generous, but, well, that'll get you, wake you up real quick. Lararis, who scored 5 touchdowns against Ridley a few weeks back, has missed some time, and good to see him back out there as well. Keaveney and Carroll Keaveney into the game. Carroll checks out with Devano. Two-back set now on 2nd down and 9. Jaguars send Lopez in motion to the far side. Give inside on the dive to the 35 goes your fullback. Let's see who that is when they unpile. I'll have to check that out. Is that Lararis? Yep, Lararis out to the 35. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 6. So give him 3. Devano back in. Second tight end Drew Keaveney checks out. Clock ticks. 5:20 and counting as they break the huddle here in the first quarter. Strath Haven 7, Garnet Valley nothing. Lararis slot to the near side. Devano is your receiver split. They go toss to the near side, looking for running room, and met by Kaufman immediately. Back at the 35, and the ball came out. Let's see, Strath Haven's on it. They're on it. Big hit right there. Vaughn took a huge hit. I did not see who came out of the pile, but turnover for the Jaguars and a short field upcoming here for the Panthers with 5:06 to play.
Well, that was the kind of mistake that Haven just could not afford, or that Garnet Valley couldn't afford to give up.
Damian Seng checks into the game at defensive tackle. And the Panthers force another turnover, forced 2 last week against Radnor, and that's been one spot where the defense has not had too many takeaways this year, but maybe that turns the tide. First down give is to Marco Kaufman, bounces inside, outside, still on his feet, and leans to the 31-yard line. Gain of 4 for Kaufman. 2nd down upcoming. Aiden Boyce in on the tackle from the safety spot, and look, if you're a defensive coach for Garnet Valley, your safeties are making a lot of tackles right now, Garnet, which is a testament to what Haven's doing up front now to the front 7. So gain of 4 for Marco Kaufman. 2nd down and 6. Panthers again with 2 tight ends. Double wing this time. Give is a Shane Green off left tackle. He'll push his way for a few. Carroll in on the tackle again with Nick Romanello, but to the 26, brings up 3rd down and 1. 5 more for Shane Green.
I'll tell you, Haven's getting a nice push on the line. They're creating some nice holes. Garnet Valley's going to have to figure out a way to plug this. Those linebackers are going to have to fill the holes that are opening up.
2 tight ends one more time. Gustafson to the left, Miller to the near side. On 3rd down and 1, they sweep to Kaufman. He'll push his way into a couple of Garnet jerseys, but leans forward. Didn't need much there on 3rd and 1. Give him 2. Yeah, give him 2. That's plenty to move the sticks. And another first down for Strath Haven. They are piling it up right now. We'll get to the stats later on here. Maybe we can get more of that at halftime here as far as total yards and so forth. But either way, Panthers in business now at the 24-yard line, leading 7-0, 3:35 and counting to go in the first. On 1st and 10, this is Green off the left side, and he'll be stepping through one ankle tackle momentarily. And boy, it's a lot of low tackles coming in there, but Jags are not really rallying to the ball quite as quickly, and the Panthers taking full advantage, getting an extra lean as they get going. Gain of 6 more for Shane Green. 5 carries for 6 carries. 37 yards already.
I want to mention Aiden Sutherland is watching. He was on the team last year, suffered a bad injury, but he's watching and listening to the game tonight.
All right, Aiden, here we go. 2nd and 4 from the 18. This is Green into the secondary, explodes into the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. 18 yards later, Shane Green has given the Panthers a 2-score lead. What a hole off the left side there. That's Gustafson, Brown, and Pilson leading the way. And he had a head of steam as soon as he had the football there. There was not much resistance that time from the Garnet defense. Ben Milligan on for the extra point for the 2nd time here. Jake Kitchen to hold. Snap, spot, kick is away, and it is good. Milligan 2 for 2. Panthers 2 for 2 on their offensive drives. 14-0. We'll be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K child care with an emphasis on learning? Duckling's Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old, within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School, on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
2:50 to go here in the opening quarter. Panthers have to feel darn good about their start. 14-0, taking care of a Garnet Valley fumble with a short 35-yard scoring drive. And the Jags now in a 2-score hole, but still plenty of time to go here. Ian Gallagher ready to kick it away. Nolan Carroll set up at the far hash. Gallagher booms one in his direction. Over his head and takes a hop into the end zone. Wow. Second touchback of the night for Ian Gallagher.
Amazing.
That's what a little adrenaline will do for you too, huh?
Yep, I guess so.
Andrew, quick score update.
Yeah, over on Lansdowne Avenue, some chaos. It's 40-40.
Holy
smokes.
Man.
Upper Darby 42 seconds to go.
Upper Darby was ahead
46-40, my bad.
Okay. It was 28-0 Upper Darby at one moment.
It's still chaos over there on Lansdowne Ave.
All right. That's exciting over there. Radnor and Upper Darby trying to get off the schneid there. Dylan Morano checks into the game on the offensive line here for Garnet Valley, who will start at their own 20-yard line. 2:50 to go here in the opening quarter. Strath Haven leading 14-0. Under center, Tyler Lassick. Give inside and squirting his way out to the 25-yard line for a few is Ronnie Lararis. Give him 5. Kaufman on the stop. 2nd down and 5 upcoming here. Panthers would love to, get another stop here and keep things tilted on this side of the field. But, again, Garnet, as we mentioned in the opening, has had a habit, more than a habit, but of wearing teams down and being patient 3, 4, 5 yards at a time, and then he'll break a big one. Here, 2nd down and 5. Toss to the near side. This is Lararis trying to turn the corner, and he's banged out of bounds. Nice work there by Shane Green getting off his block to bump him out near or shy of the 30-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down and about a yard. So give Lararis 4 more. The senior has been, again, we mentioned in the opening, that's a sprint champion in the 100 meters. They missed him terribly over the last few weeks, just trying to get the outside runs going. But back in the lineup tonight, and he has the Jags set up 3rd down and 1 now. Some confusion here in the Garnet Valley backfield. Devano shifts to the far side. Carroll split to the bottom of your screen to the near side. 3rd and 1, and now timeout. Garnet Valley needs to get some things settled with 2:07 to go. We'll take a short timeout. Thanks to our terrific sponsors. Be back in a moment. 14-0 Strath Haven late in the first quarter with the Jags facing 3rd and 1 when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Looking to start an exciting career in the healthcare field? Then Keystone Quality Transport is looking for you. Keystone Quality Transport, the region's premier non-emergency medical transportation company, offers a full scholarship into a comprehensive emergency medical technician certification program. Would you like to obtain a National Registry Emergency Medical Technician certification and earn $20 per hour to start? Send an email to hr@kqthealth.com. Start your rewarding healthcare career today.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Motor Frank Stadium. Garnet Valley in a 14-0 hole, but has 3rd and 1 at their own 29-yard line here. Strath Haven defense trying to come up with another stop. 2 backs in the backfield. Keeping it himself and spinning out of trouble is Lassick, who powers his way across the 35 out to the 38-yard line. Good tough running there from Tyler Lassick. Another guy who's missed significant time with injury, but looked pretty strong on that one, shedding a couple Strath Haven tackles. Give him
good.
10.
I'm not too sure he would have, give him 10, you're right. I'm not sure he wouldn't have made the first down even when he was stopped initially, but they did have him for a 1-yard gain.
Garnet, fresh set of downs, their first down of the evening with 1:44 to go here in the first quarter. Give inside, keeping himself. This is room for Tyler Lassick, and he's got another first down, this time into Strath Haven territory to the 47-yard line. Jack Schuster on the stop, and this is something that the Panther coaching staff, I will say, had some concerns about, to say, look, their quarterbacks can run. They're good, tough runners, whether it's Lassick or O'Donohue. And, again, you try to take away the fullback dive, but if you read it right and you have some skill from that quarterback spot, it's a big challenge. All right, timeout for the defense here. Panthers with 1:18 to play here in the opening quarter. We'll talk things over, and gives us a chance to thank Tony Jester, who's down on the far sideline, handling our second camera on the sideline. That's the look you were just getting a moment ago.
And it's a shot now.
And thanks again to Tony. He's down there with Pete Fulgenetti, just taking it all in down there. So glad to have Pete up there. And, of course, right outside the booth here, Mike Clancy, who's given us all the wide shots on the cameras as well. So thanks again to those guys for, waiting it out with the rest of us here in those lightning delays. They actually cleared the stadium twice. Twice when the kids were warming up on the field, had to send them back into the locker room. But glad we finally got this one underway. And, again, just a great night for football here. Strath Haven 14, Garnet Valley nothing. Andrew, you had a
halftime score update. Ridley on top of Springfield 14-7.
Oh boy. Okay, well, Ridley trying to get right here after a 1-4 start. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Garnet Valley on the Strath Haven side of the 50 for the first time tonight. Backs are split. Lopez is wing to the near side. Ollinger tight end to the near side as well. First down give right up the middle for a couple, maybe a yard to the 47. That's Nolan Carroll, right into the arms of Sean Henry. I guess they'll give him the 45, gain of 2 on the play for Carroll. And brings up 2nd down and 8. Keaveney checks out as the second tight end. Split end to the near side now, Dante Devano, and now they split to the far side with Kai Lopez. On 2nd down and 8, they give the dive one more time, and pushing his way to the 41-yard line is Nolan Carroll. Give him 5 more, and it brings up 3rd down and about 4. Henry again. It was almost like an instant replay, but double the yardage, and now the Panthers probably need 2 stops here unless you get a negative play. 25 seconds, 24 seconds and counting to play here in a fast-moving first quarter. 3rd down and 4 for the Jags. Motion man is Lopez, straight up the middle for maybe a yard or 2.
Nice tackle.
Good open field tackle by Kaufman on Lararis at the 39, and now you're looking at 4th down and 2. And Jags go hurry up here. Watch a hard count. It usually comes here. Motion man, and they got him. There it was. Hard count, motion man was Lopez, and the Panthers give up a free 5 and a first down. So good heads-up play there from the Garnet offense. 4th and 2 would have been a little bit of a decision and a play call, but hey, that's a good way to end the first quarter there for the Jags, who did not see a lot of good things happen otherwise, but they're on the move. We'll be back to start the second quarter in a moment. Glad you're joining us live or on the archive on havenfootball.net.
Have nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Glen Mills. 2 undefeated teams in the Central League in league play. Garnet Valley and Strath Haven here in Week 7. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play. Joined by Mike Mayer and Andrew Kaufman. Pete Fulgenetti and Tony Jester down on the sideline. And Mike Clancy running the camera next to us. Start of the second quarter, 14-0 Strath Haven. 1st and 10 for Garnet Valley from the Haven 34. Carroll and Lararis are your backs. Wing to the left is Lopez. Play fake back. They fire on the wheel route. This is Lopez. Makes the catch at the 20-yard line. And he's wrestled out of bounds inside the 20 down near the 18. Kai Lopez on the wheel route. And the Panthers
wide open as well.
Up 13. They have good fake inside from Lassick. And the first pass play for either team tonight. Sets up a first down after a 16-yard gain. Lopez, again, a talented athlete as well. That's another Division I lacrosse player headed to Marquette University next fall. On first down, give inside, and diving his way down to the 12-yard line goes Carroll. Gain of about 5 or 6 more here. So Garnet.
Give him 5 down to 13.
Garnet starting to do what they do, right?
Yep. Well, Haven's got to find a way to stop. Of course, they're up 14, but you don't want to make it 14-7 if you don't have to. So let's see if they can tough it up. Of course, we're in 4-down territory, obviously, in the red zone.
Dante Devano, split end to the far side. Wing to that far side is Lopez. 2nd down and 5. From the Haven 13-yard line, Carroll and Lararis are your backs. Give inside is to Carroll. He's going to drive for a couple, maybe. Good work there by Shane Green and Sean Henry to wrap him up. Might have gotten a yard. But 3rd and 5 is where we stand.
Well,
all right, from the 12, Panthers have been awfully tough defensively this year. Trying to do that for maybe 2 more plays right here. 2 receivers split to the near side. Jet sweep is coming. Here comes on the near side, trying to turn the corner at the 10. He's slung out of bounds near the 10. I think shy of the first down.
It's going to be a horse collar.
Lopez, yeah, it could be. High tackle there on Lopez at the 10, and my guess is if you get a horse collar here, it's 1st and goal from the 5. We'll see what the call is. Yep. All right, so must have gotten the hand inside the shoulder pads there. So good pursuit from the Panther defense, and would have had him a couple of yards shy of the first down, but instead, horse collar is your call. 1st and goal to go for the Jags at the 5-yard line with 10:33 to go here before halftime.
And this is one tough team to try to stop from the 5. A turnover would be good.
Yeah, indeed.
Already have one of those tonight.
Carroll and Lararis are your backs. Motion man is Lopez, and they toss to the near side. Lararis to the short side of the field, wrapped up. Good work there by Jahai Curtis to get off his block, and Big 81 swallows him up for no gain. Jahai, very active in the Radnor game last week. Batted down a couple passes, recovered a fumble, had a tackle for loss, and they'll lose a yard here. Lararis dropped back at the 6. Lararis 6 carries, 14 yards. Panthers have held him in check so far. He's split in the backfield again with Nolan Carroll. Wing to the left is Lopez on 2nd and goal. Lassick keeps it himself off the left guard, and he'll duck inside the 5 to about the 3. Gain of 3 more, and again, don't need much when you're this close to the end zone.
That's
a couple
right.
yards at a time will get it done. And Panthers just have to read their keys and try to get off the blocks of really a big inside part of that offensive line. Lucas Piseni at 6'6", 300 pounds. Dylan Bledsoe, 6'1", over 300. And the guard next to him, Joe Anzalone, at 230. He's the small guy. And we got flags first, and I think you're going to get false start against Garnet. So tough mistake there if you're a Garnet Valley fan. The Panthers handed them 5 yards on 3rd and short, or 4th and short rather, earlier in this drive, but now 3rd and goal from the 3 feels a lot different than 3rd and goal at the 8, doesn't it?
Yep.
All right, clock continues to wind. They'll break the huddle inside of 9 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. Strath Haven 14, Garnet Valley nothing, but the Jags threatening here from the 8-yard line. Devano split to the top of your screen, left of the formation. Ollinger, tight end at the bottom. They send Lopez in motion. They fire to that outside. Lopez makes the catch, and he's wrapped up immediately. James Fisher, good open field tackle, gets him back near the original line of scrimmage to the 3.
He read that just a little bit too late, but knew it was coming.
Nice work there by Fisher. Good delivery from Lassick to Lopez for the 2nd time on this drive. 4th and goal from the 3 with 8:30 and counting to play before halftime. Big play.
This would be a huge stop if Haven pulls this off, and a completely demoralizing event for Garnet Valley.
Drew Keaveney, the lacrosse goalie, and now the tight end. Checks in as a tight end to the right. Wing to the right, Lopez. 4th and goal from the 3. Motion man, back to pass. They fire the pass, incomplete. Looking for Ollinger on the tight end. stump, and then, wow, a late flag comes in.
Really?
Kaufman in coverage. There was contact. There was absolutely contact there. Was the pass catchable is another story. Ollinger was
and were
not,
they both going for the ball?
Yeah, that pass was delivered super high. But I think if you're getting a pass interference call is, I think, where they're landing. So, wow. Jags dodge a bullet there on a pass that was probably not catchable. But first and goal is where we land. From the 1.5 yard line. Lassick with Carroll in the backfield. Motion man, it's Carroll off the left side. He ducks his way into the end zone. Nolan Carroll in from the 2 yard line. Jaguars cut the lead in half as number 20 has his first varsity touchdown off the left side. 8:03 to play before halftime. Carroll now on to hold the extra point. Lopez stays in there to kick it, and more so than other years at Garnet Valley, they've got a lot of kids doing many different things on all sides of the football. So, pass interference penalty against the Panthers, extra costly there. Jags make them pay, and then you're going to get a false start here as the Jags flinch. So, both teams with some mistakes here in the last couple minutes, but 14-6 extra point pending still. And they'll back it up 5 yards and try again. Ryan Downey will snap it. Lopez certainly has the leg here to connect from 25, but does change the game a little bit. Extra point on the way. Kick is plenty long enough. Hits the upright and falls sideways. Ooh. No good. Extra point, no good. So, Jags almost cut the lead in half. 14-6 is where we stand. Be back in just a moment. Stick with us. Strath Haven leading 14-6 here on havenfootball.net.
Selling or buying a home is serious business, and for serious business the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Strath Haven 14, Garnet Valley 6 now as Nolan Carroll punches it in off the left side for a 1 yard scoring run. Extra point no good, so we stand with an 8-point difference right now and ready to kick it away for the first time. Kai Lopez, high end over end kick. This will come down to Marco Kaufman at the 18-yard line. Coming up the near sideline, lowers the shoulder, across the 30, out near the 34-yard line. Met there by Paxton Hunt on the stop. All right, well, Panther offense, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and took advantage of a really good field position with a 52-yard scoring drive and then a 35-yard scoring drive. Garnet Valley needed a little more time to go 80 yards on their last possession. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 35. Wing to the near side is Fisher. They give it to him on the sweep. Looking for room, and he's got the edge. James Fisher, 40, 45, 50, down the far sideline at the 40, lowers the shoulder, and is finally bumped out of bounds near the 30-yard line. James Fisher takes off a chunk all the way to the, where are they spotting him? 37-yard line. Big play for Fisher. Give him 28 on first down.
Luke O'Donohue on the stop.
O'Donohue and Aiden Boyce are your safeties at the moment. And O'Donohue saved 6 more. Fisher just 3 carries, but he's got a bunch of yards already. Get back to that in a moment. Here, Shane Green on the delay. Steps away from 1 man, 2 men. Down the middle he goes. Shane Green inside the 25, down to the 23. 14 more for the big fullback. And another Haven first down. Aiden Boyce finally wraps him up.
Where they're firing all full, firing. Try this one more time, Mike.
Firing on all cylinders.
Thank you.
All right.
Nothing but air. net, whatever it was.
From the 23. First down give is to Fisher. He lowers the shoulder, runs through one tackle, and down to the 15-yard line. Panthers with some punishing runs right now, not letting the first man bring them down. Fisher with 8 more. My goodness. This is...
They're at the 15 already in 3 plays?
Yep. Fisher, 4 carries, 49 yards here in the early going. 6:55 and counting to play here in the second quarter. Panther offense moving it well. From the 15, second down and 2. Shane Green one more time. Straight ahead, he'll stretch his way near first down yardage. I think he got it. It's very close.
Yep.
Move the chains.
They'll move the chains on that far sideline. Put it down at the 12, so give Green 3 more on his 8th or 9th carry now. I guess Andrew's going to have to post us.
9 carries, 72 yards.
Not bad there for Green. Midway through the second quarter. First down from the 12. This is Fisher off the right side. He'll pick his way for a couple. Maybe down to the 10 or so. Aiden Bendo and Dylan Bledsoe in on the stop.
Mark him at the 9.
At the 9, give him 3. So the shortest run of the night there for Fisher. With 6, will be inside of 6 minutes to play here before halftime when they break the huddle. Again with 2 tight ends. Fisher and Green in the backfield. Now they shift. Kaufman into the backfield, and he has it coming to this left side. Marco Kaufman, he'll barrel his way down to the 5. 3rd and 3 upcoming, but give him 5 more. Panthers just physical right now.
Seem to be very physical right now. They seem to be just overpowering Garnet Valley's front line, and the even the linebackers and the safeties are having trouble bringing these guys down. They're just so big.
From the 5-yard line, Panthers with 2 cracks at it to pick up 2 yards or so. Call it 3rd down and about 2. 2 tight ends once again. Crashing down comes the defense, but the give is to Fisher, and he squirts his way into, or did the ball come out? I don't know. They did not. Let's see what the signal is. Are they going to mark him down first? What do they have? Still no signal from the officials. Garnet Valley defense thinks they have it. And it is.
They do.
It is. Well, there's something that'll turn the tables here. The Panther offense has been a hot knife through butter for the entirety of this first half, march it all the way down, and now they're going to say at the 1-yard line the ball came out. Now, again, there's still a discussion here on the field. I don't know.
Could be ball placement as opposed to whether it's a touchback or at the 1-yard line.
So Fisher has it stripped away. Or are they going to say touchback? Was it fumbled into the end zone?
That's what I'm thinking.
Coach Clancy on the far sideline is
livid. Not
pleased.
Yep.
All right, so fumble into the end zone. Did not even see who came out with it for Garnet Valley, but boy, that's a big play here.
That's a big play.
Big
right.
swing. Garnet Valley inches away from trailing by 2 scores. Now with new life, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Backs are split. Vaughn and Lureris. Lassick under center on first down. The give inside is to, it's Vaughn for a couple. He's driven backwards after a short gain, maybe a yard. Marco Kaufman there to meet him. Brings up 2nd down and 9. Clock ticks, 4:49 and counting to play here in the first half.
I guess we should remind everybody that Haven gets the ball first in the beginning of the second half. And if this is any indication, if they can manage to hold on to it and not fumble it, that would be another score the way they're cutting through. Although I expect Garnet Valley is going to make some adjustments here.
Oh, yeah, there'll be some adjustments indeed. And, long way to go in this one from 2 very talented, very tough, and very determined teams. Here we go. 2 tight ends. Wing to the far side is Lopez. Vaughn in the backfield. They give instead to Lureris. Up the middle for a couple. It's wrapped up pretty quickly there by the Panther defense at the 23-yard line. Gain of about 2. Vince Hales in on the stop for that one. And Lureris.
All right. If I was Garnet Valley, I'd try that pass play again. It's been working pretty well for him.
They're 2 for 2 throwing it tonight, both into the arms of Kai Lopez, who sets up as a wing to the far side. To the near side in the slot is Lureris. Split end is Dante Devano on 3rd down and 7. Lassick on 3rd and 7. It looks like they had 2 men in motion. They fire down the field, and it is caught, and downfield goes Caden Ollinger, the tight end, but it looks like it's coming back.
Yep.
Looks like you had 2 men in motion at the same time. Jack Schuster was inches away from an interception, but you're going to end up with an illegal shift here against Garnet Valley as they had 2 men in motion. Well, big play from Caden Ollinger all the way down near the Strath Haven 40 is wiped out with 2 men in motion. All right, so 3rd and 13 now for the Jags as they'll move the football back inside the 20-yard line. Panthers, boy, Schuster nearly stole that one away, but
I thought he had it.
Yeah, good concentration from Ollinger to pick it out of the air. And
so we're 3rd and what here?
3rd and 13,
3rd and
12. Okay. From the 18-yard line, Lassick brings in the play. Panthers would love to get a stop and force a punt here. Carroll slot to the near side. Devano split end at the bottom of your screen. Lopez is your wing to the left. He comes in motion now. Back to passes. Lassick looking, has time. Slant down the middle, incomplete. And it looked like Devano and Fisher got their feet tangled up. Home sideline wanted a flag. Doesn't look like it's forthcoming. Frankly, I didn't see it. I was watching the quarterback, Lassick, and
it seemed like
maybe their feet got tangled.
He got tangled, or he tripped over his own feet. I don't think he was that close. I'm not too sure he had any contact at all.
Don't know. Either way, 4th and 13 now, 4th and 12 now for Garnet Valley with 3:04 to play here before halftime, and the Panthers can get the football back, presumably in pretty good field position. Ben Milligan awaits at the 50-yard line. Luke O'Donohue in punt formation awaits the snap from Ryan Downey. Snap is a good one. O'Donohue lets it go. Another terrific high spiral. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 48-yard line by Ben Milligan. That's, it's how the first series of the game went, where Milligan signals fair catch at the 48, and the Panthers went on a 52-yard scoring drive. They'd love to do that right here with 2:57 to go in the half. 2 timeouts in their pocket. Wow, this is some big plays here. Big swings and momentum potentially, but still we're in a 1-score game. From the 48-yard line, wing to the near side is James Fisher. Kaufman in the backfield with Shane Green. They give it to Green, looking for running room. Up the middle he goes across the midfield stripe to the Jaguar 48 or so. Give Green 4 more. So we have him up for 76 yards or so on 10 carries?
10 for 76 and the 2 touchdowns.
Green having himself a day. 2nd and 6 from the 48. Wing to the far side is Marco Kaufman. They give it to James Fisher, looking for room off the right side. Follows Pilson through some trouble and powers his way inside the 40-yard line down near the 36. 12 more for James Fisher. And another Panther first down. Clock stops. 2:22 to play here before halftime. The Panthers trying to get a 2-touchdown lead once again. They were inches away from doing it on their last possession before a fumble stopped it. Motion man Marco Kaufman. Give is to Green. Lots of room up the middle. He goes 30, 20, inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Green for 26. And the Panthers continue to punish the Jaguar defense.
That was a heck of a run. We're seeing our replay now. Just right up. Great hole. Great vision on the field. Terrific play.
101 yards on the ground already for Shane Green. We're at 2 minutes to go here before halftime. Panthers can pick up a first down here as they start 1st and 10 from the Garnet Valley 11. Jags show blitz. They counter it with a run off tackle and a good little sidestep there by Green. Takes him down to about the 7. 2nd down and 6 upcoming. Kai Lopez on the stop for Garnet Valley. 134, 133 and counting. Coach Clancy in no particular hurry here. Would love not to give it back to the Garnet Valley offense and score late.
That's true. And they also have 2 timeouts, so they can manage the clock a little bit.
Tight end to the near side, Gustafson. Miller to the far side. Now they shift into the backfield. at the fullback spot. This is Fisher looking for running room. Gets a pancake block from Kaufman, and into the end zone he goes. James Fisher in from the 7. Marco Kaufman leads the way, and the Panthers back on front by 2 scores. Another 52-yard scoring drive for the Panthers, and this one, with just 1:09 to play before halftime, was a biggie.
The scary part is, and I don't want to say, this should be a 28-0 score at this stage of the game.
Well, but we'll see. Ball spotted. Ben Milligan, kick on the way is good. Milligan 3 for 3. We'll take a short time out and see what the Jags can do with 1:09 remaining before halftime on havenfootball.net.
The Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op, or call 610-543-0900 for a mailed subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at Haven Football.
Strath Haven 21, Garnet Valley 6. With just 1:09 to play before halftime, Panther defense looking for one more stop. Jags need a big play somewhere to gain some momentum. Pretty incredible here, and a quiet crowd below us here. The home crowd is not used to seeing
this kind of
the
score.
Jags in a 2-score deficit, but still, again, plenty of time, and Garnet has shown that they can move the football. Had an 80-yard scoring drive earlier in the quarter. All right, we're ready to kick it away here. Is Ian Gallery. He has 2 touchbacks on the evening. This one's going to come down to Carroll at the 6-yard line. Looking for running room up the near hash. Cuts out to his left, and beautiful tackle by Henry. Sean Henry trips him up at the 20-yard line. He's been fantastic. Every year I will say one of my great pleasures in doing this is there's a senior or 2 or sometimes 3 that you don't really hear too much from as a junior, and then suddenly, what a senior year. Sean Henry's in that category for me through the first 6+ weeks now. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 20. Single setback for the Jags. Motion man is Kai Lopez, and they give it right up the middle. Nice little cutback to the 30-yard line, near first down yardage for Luke Vaughn. Nice work there for Vaughn to move the chains. Clock ticks as soon as they reset the chains on that far sideline. 56 seconds, 55 seconds after Vaughn went for 10. From the 30-yard line, one more time, right up the middle to the 35 or 36 maybe. Clock continues to melt here. 2 timeouts still available to Garnet Valley, but 6 more for Vaughn. Panther defense bending a little bit right here. 35 seconds, 34 seconds. Tyler Lassick under center, back to pass now. Looking for a wheel route, can't find it. Rolling, has pressure now, fires high and incomplete. Looking for Lopez here on this near sideline. Jahai Curtis coming in hot. And Lassick just to get it over 6'4", Jahai Curtis. That's a task in and of itself. So good pressure there.
Not to mention the thundering of the earth as he runs towards you.
And Lassick listed at only 5'10".
Yeah. So again, this is third down and 4 upcoming now. Just 26 ticks remaining on the first half clock. Devano split to the far side. Carroll slot left on 3rd down and 7. Back to pass. They look, little bubble screen underneath. This is Lopez on the catch. Slips a man at the 40. First down yardage. Steps out of bounds with some help from Alexi Gustafson at the 45-yard line. They chip just 6 seconds off the clock. And out to the 45-yard line they go. Nicely done.
And he ran out of bounds. Smart move.
All 3 completions for Lassick now. Into the arms of the senior Kai Lopez. Lopez split to the bottom of your screen. Devano to the far side. Slot to the far side is Nolan Carroll. Shotgun look for the first time here for the Jags. Lassick rolling left. Looking. Fires underneath the coverage. He has Devano who makes the catch. Steps out of bounds. Gain of 12 more. Or 11 more, we'll call it. And another Jaguar first down. 15 seconds to go.
Well, they're playing them. Haven's playing them soft. because they'll allow the completion. They just don't want to be behind them, so I understand that.
Jags have maybe, I would think at least 2, maybe 3 plays. They still have timeouts available to them as well.
Right.
So they can use the middle of the field if needed. Shotgun look here for Lassick on 1st and 10. From the 44, back to pass. Good pocket. Fires down the sideline. Sliding catch on the seat of his pants is Devano, and he's got himself, Lopez, and they've got a first down at the 25-yard line. Gain of 19. Timeout, Garnet Valley, with 9 seconds to go. Oh, incomplete. Did they say incomplete?
Oh,
I think the receiver did step out of bounds. You saw the official on the far side. He doesn't have a hat on.
Yeah, right.
His hat's on the far sideline at about the 19-yard line.
Okay. All right. Incomplete, it falls. So either way, Garnet Valley and boy, they lose 20 yards on the near catch.
Right. And are they still being charged with the timeout?
No, I don't think they will do that. They're going to give them the option to either take the timeout and talk it over. But all right, so illegal touch basically there for Garnet Valley, as he can't step out of bounds and be the first to touch it coming back in. So incomplete is your.
How do we tell if it's a timeout or not?
I think we're just playing football. I don't think there's a timeout here. Yeah.
Put it back on the board.
9 seconds to go here before halftime. Carroll slot to the near side. Devano split as well. They shift Luke Vaughn to the left side in the backfield. Give is Devon with some running room across the 40. Cuts and falls down at the 35. 3 seconds to go. Timeout Garnet Valley with 3.5 remaining on the game clock here in the second quarter. So 8 more yards for Luke Vaughn. I guess we keep it right here, folks.
Do you attempt what would be a 52-yarder here?
This is probably a little out of range here for Lopez.
That's a heck of a range.
He has a huge leg, but 52 is a big ask on a night where you've got a little bit of slick turf, I would think. Nice big target down there with the Strath Haven band lining up.
and no wind.
You're right. So, which
Very
is
little wind to speak of.
At Garnet Valley, no wind. This is absurd. It's unheard of. There's usually some sort of a crosswind or some swirling, who knows what. But had some weird storm fronts come in briefly before the game, just enough to slow things down. But the Panther offense has not been slowed here through the first 2 quarters. Now can the defense get one more stop with 3.5 seconds to go before halftime? See what the Garnet Valley offense can drum up here. With barring a defensive penalty, you're looking at the final play of the first half. All right, here we go. Panthers with sort of an umbrella coverage back here. Milligan and James Fisher standing deep inside their 15-yard line. Trips to the left. Shotgun look here for Tyler Lassick. He'll roll to his left, step up in the pocket, firing downfield. Has a man out there, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. It falls to the turf. Intended for Kai Lopez. Came back to the football, couldn't squeeze it. And we, folks, have reached halftime. Strath Haven 21, Garnet Valley 6. Still 2 big quarters to play. Garnet, we know, has made big-time second-half adjustments. Panthers can't get too comfortable, but boy, can they feel good about the first 24 minutes.
No doubt about it.
All right, speaking of halftime, we'll have the band coming on shortly. We'll have some chatter from Andrew and Mike, and who knows what else. We'll try to drum up some scores from elsewhere as well. Glad you're joining us live or on the archive. Be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Volunteer with South Media Fire Company, serving Nether Providence Township and Rose Valley Borough, where you and your unique skills and passions are wanted. Volunteering with South Media Fire Company isn't just about responding to emergency calls, it's about building lifelong connections. As a volunteer, you'll forge friendships that extend beyond the firehouse while serving your community. For more information, please visit us at southmediafire.com.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Yeah. All right, we're back. You see the score at 21-6, and we're waiting for the Strath Haven Marching Band to come back onto the field. And we're going to let you listen. We're going to turn the mic up for the field and let you hear the band.
Say it ain't so, and we love the Girl at the Rock Show. It's all about the small things in the Panther band. The 90s and 2000s are back in 2023. We're in our rock band glory. This is Blink-182 with the Girl at the Rock Show and all the small things. The pride of Haven, the Strath Haven High School Panther Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Assistant Band Director Mrs. Haley Lombard, Pit Director Mr. Richard Michael, and Drumline Instructor Kristen Rudolph. Valerie Schliegel directs the band front with dance line Silks Instructor Aria Boris and dancing instructors Gigi Iannello and Rosie Iannello. For the Panther Band, I'm Nick Pignataro. Have a great show to the Garnet Valley Band. Have a great evening, and let's go Panthers.
The Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper has partnered up with HavenFootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op or call 610-543-0900 for a mailed subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at Haven Football.
I guess not.
Okay, and we're back. Can anybody hear us? Yeah, we're broadcasting. Okay, and we've got the Garnet Valley Marching Band coming out after seeing the Strath Band, and currently it is... I've got the wrong graphic up there. That's not the scoreboard. Let me get to that.
It is Strath Haven 21 and Garnet Valley 6 here at
halftime.
halftime.
Put it up there. So, in any event, why don't you give us a little breakdown on what you think about the way Haven's playing the first half?
So far, Strath Haven's had a good number of possessions. Their possessions, they've been able to move the ball. Their average field position is much better than that of Garnet Valley, averaging at the 49-yard line to Marple starting inside the 20. Or Garnet Valley starting inside the 20. Both teams' penalty yardage about the same, but it's been a fairly clean half by both teams, I've thought.
Oh, here's the stats, and you can see it's actually a fairly close game. Interestingly enough, the Jags have 14-minute possession. They had a couple of long drives it took a while to get in and score that one time, and then they had the ball possession for a while at the end of the first half, but couldn't score anything with it. Haven obviously has nothing in the air. They've not even attempted to pass, have they?
Strath Haven, no.
No.
Three players have touched the ball for Strath Haven. Shane Green, James Fisher, Marco Kaufman.
All right. And
24 carries for a combined 198 yards.
Right. So we got the first downs are fairly close. Obviously, each team has a turnover, which cost them each dearly. Haven, it cost them a touchdown, as I think it did possibly Garnet Valley did, or potentially did.
Potentially costed them a touchdown, but they were driving. They were at the about the 35-yard line when they turned the ball over. Strath Haven has had a number of turnovers this year right around that area of the field between the 40 and the 30.
Yeah, and of course we didn't get
field.
a good. We understand is there a video?
There is a video out there from Matt Smith at the Delco Times.
Okay, which we can't unfortunately play on.
We
screen
can't put on the screen, but unfortunately the ref gets in the way.
It looks like he broke the plane.
Right. That was the touchdown. It's
okay, wherever
it's
it
somewhere.
is. Hopefully we'll be able to grab it and maybe include it in play of the game or something like that. But so we're not exactly sure what happened down there, whether the ball was forced out or whether they just lost control, lost the handle on it. So we'll find out when we go back to maybe to take a look at the play of the game, see if we can find the particular image. But we're actually watching on screen now, which is not fair to everybody else that we're talking to. But
we'll take a look at that in a commercial
later.
break.
We'll explain it in length and play of the game when we get the feature up. Other than that, yeah, I've been surprised. I mean, Garnet Valley seems to have very great deal of trouble, containing the line of Haven relative to, the defensive line of Garnet Valley. Haven just seems to be moving at will, and that's very surprising for a Garnet Valley team. But I have not had an opportunity to see Garnet Valley play other than occasional tapes that I've looked at, and I certainly haven't looked at complete games. And this is very unlike a Garnet Valley team. They're usually a pretty dominant force on defense. And
yeah, you expect Garnet a lot of the time to dominate both of the lines with their they're generally a bigger, more physical team than what you see out of a Strath Haven or any of the other Central League teams, and that's just Doesn't seem to be the case here tonight.
Doesn't seem to be the case. And Haven, who we have questioned how good they really are. We knew they had some explosive speed. We felt that their line was doing well. They kept shooting themselves in the foot with either penalties or fumbles, as we saw tonight. We also saw, actually it was Garnet Valley that had the penalty. But the point being that coming into the night, I'm not too sure, even though we were 6-0, that we were really comfortable with the team that Strath Haven was. And now, we have a whole second half to play, and Garnet Valley ain't going to sit still for this, 21-6. But, we'll see. This is a pretty insurmountable lead for a Haven team to have over anybody. And I will tell you, if Haven is successful with ball possession on their first possession, if they keep the ball for, 5 or 6 minutes and score, that's going to leave Garnet Valley. They're going to have to go with the air to be able to make up time. And, of course, they're very good at that, but you're also talking about a bunch of 16, 17-year-olds playing the game.
Yeah, they've been able to go to the air pretty well tonight.
Oh, they've done very well. Now, the last part of the second quarter, Haven was playing them deliberately soft. Just don't let anybody get behind you, so they'll give you the yards. And, of course, that philosophy panned out because Garnet Valley could not get into the end zone. But, as Garnet Valley starts to throw more, and if Haven puts that rush on, I think now what we're going to look at is the cornerbacks and safeties are going to be salivating, looking for that pick.
Yeah.
And it gets extremely dangerous. And, of course, Garnet Valley cannot afford a turnover.
And you've got a couple of really good ball hawks for Haven, and James Fisher, Ben Milligan. They're able to get after the ball pretty well, I'd think.
Oh, yeah. Particularly, when it's coming. That's really the issue. And I think that's what, you're going to end up looking at. If you got to go to the air a lot. It can work. It can be successful. But I think the longer they have to do it, the more likely there's going to be mistakes. There's going to be, bad throws. There's going to be, what happens is the quarterback has trouble seeing the defenders. And they pick it off. We got 3 minutes left. All right, we're going to go a quick commercial break and come right back for the second half. You're listening and watching high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpignotoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.com.
Welcome back to the second half of tonight's football game. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods. Published since 1893. Steve Tobbs, Allstate Insurance and Media. Auto, Home, and Life. You're in good hands with Allstate. AMF Auto Clinic, taking care of your cars since 1961. Located in Brookhaven on Edgemont Avenue. Sandy McCulley at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Media. Give her a call when buying or selling your home. Ducklings Early Learning Center in Wallingford. Daycare for ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Scarpignato Plumbing. Over 20 years experience for all your plumbing needs in Wallingford. Proud Haven supporters Mary and Larry Luter. Go Haven! Rose Tree Wellness Center. Complete chiropractic treatments featuring ART therapies in Media. We get to the root of the problem. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Haven Panthers, Brian Carroll, Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer.
Welcome back to halftime here. Strath Haven 21, Garnet Valley 6. As we wrap up halftime activities here, the Garnet Valley Marching Unit putting on a terrific show here in front of us. I hope I'm not talking too loudly, and you can maybe hear some of that in the background. They're terrific. But I wanted to update you on a few other scores from around the Central League and District 1, many of which have playoff implications as we speak. Starting in 5A in the Del Val League, 31-7. Chichester all over Interborough at the moment. Kennett and Unionville tied at 7. Andrew has an update for Marple, Newtown, and Haverford.
Now 42-7, Marple up on Haverford. 7.5 to play in the fourth.
Okay, so Marple with a running clock circumstance, and they'll be, I guess, laying in wait 7 days from now. The Tigers come to George L. King Field next week. Marple, Newtown, and Strath Haven. That will be a war for, again, potentially first place in the Central League. With only one loss, Marple, Newtown was shut out by Springfield a few weeks back in a dominating performance by Springfield offense and defense. But Marple has seemed to get it together since, so we'll keep an eye on that. But in the meantime, staying here on the scores going on tonight, Sun Valley trailing Westchester East 14-0. Both of those teams in the hunt for a 5A playoff berth. Springfield and Ridley tied at 22 last we heard. So Ridley and Springfield in a tight one, just like Ridley and Strath Haven were in a tight one, and Springfield and Strath Haven in a tight one. So again, this Central League this year, many teams have played each other very tough. Up in the Suburban 1 League, Penridge 15, Pensbury 14. And again, Pensbury on the edge of playoff contention, but need to do well over the next 4 weeks to hang on. Pope John Paul all over Upper Marion, 42-0 running clock going up there. And then a couple big ones in the Chesmont and Pac-10 to talk about. Coatesville leading Downingtown West 14-7 at the moment in the third quarter. Also a third quarter score, Springford 14, Park Valley 7. So that could very well be for the Pac-10 title as well. So both of the, all four of those teams are teams that Garnet Valley has to think about as well when they are working towards a good seed in the 6A playoffs. Speaking of which, Garnet Valley coming into tonight seeded 9th if the playoffs were to start today. A win tonight would vault them very firmly into the top 8. If it doesn't go well over the next 24 minutes for Garnet Valley, they, taking a third loss on the second loss on the season isn't what anybody wants, but at the same time, they're in 6A. I'm projecting right now there will be some three and maybe even a 4-loss team that gets into the playoffs in 6A.
Well, it's better in 5A, which you can have a losing season to get in.
Yeah, I think there will be some teams with 6, potentially even 7 losses this year that get in as those maybe 13 through 16 seeds.
To those people that are wondering why, it's because you either go to an 8-team playoff or a 16-team playoff. When you go to 16 teams, it's the top 16 teams, whatever it is. And in 5A, that ends up with a lot of teams which have losing records or even records. So, and quite frankly, I'd rather err on the side of more teams than less teams. Yeah. Because for some of these teams, this will be their last hurrah. These kids, most seniors will never put on pads again. If they can extend their season an extra game, even the problem with it is a seeded situation, which means that the number 16 team, which could be a 4-6 team, is going to play a 10-0 team. And, it's not much of a contest particularly. But still, you get to play another night of football, and I think that works.
That's right. And for all the years that there were only 4 teams invited to the playoffs, we remember those years, and even 8 teams. There were years when Strath Haven and other teams would go 7-3, 8-2, and not make the playoffs. So that never felt very good either. So I'm with you, Mike. Include more kids, give them a chance to just play football, and you live with the wins and losses no matter what.
And before we continue with football, how about them Phillies?
My goodness. Well, I was there the other night in the upper deck, which was shaking. Game 2, the clincher. So on the Bryson side, Grand Slam. The 400 level was absolutely shaking under our feet. Coach Brian Feely for Strath Haven, he was there as well. He was down closer to the field and had a great time as well. But what an exciting month it could be here in the Delaware Valley, baseball and football-wise. Go ahead, Andrew.
A couple of finals to report. Pope John Paul over Upper Marion, 49-13, and Chichester over Interboro, 31-7.
All right. So, in the meantime, getting ready for second half action here. Garnet Valley will kick it away to Strath Haven. Strath Haven leading 21-6, needs to take care of the football and, see what happens. Thanks again to Tony Jester. You're getting some shots of some of his work on the sideline tonight with that sideline cam on the far side. Mike Clancy, as always, doing brilliant work as well. And while we're thinking of it, we'll put it out there on the website. If you want a little extra football this week, Monday afternoon, we will be broadcasting the JV game between Garnet Valley and Strath Haven. Wednesday afternoon, we will be broadcasting the freshman game between Garnet Valley and Strath Haven. So more to come on that. We'll put it out on Twitter and give everybody reminders and certainly update the website. But we're looking at 4 football games in 8 days. And, hey, we've done worse, right, Mike? We've done 4 games in 2 days.
And, of course, I think on the second game, we're going to get engaged.
Okay. Oh, stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
All right. Let my wife know on that. In the meantime, here we go. Oh, onside kick try. And it looks like the Jags may have it. We'll see. Scramble for it. Lopez may have just gotten it himself. He kicked it to himself, and Kai Lopez recovered a fumble at the goal line to start late in the second quarter, and now the Jags will start at the 50. You have to mark it at the 50. Don't do it otherwise, guys.
It looked like he touched it before it got to midfield.
Well, right, I was going to say, if you mark it short of the 50, you're telling the world that it was touched too early.
Right.
Either way, Jags in business there. A little trickery to start things. And they have split backs and a wing to the left. Lopez is your wing. Keeping it himself is Lassick. Into the secondary he goes, and he's dumped after a gain of 8 or 9 by James Fisher.
Well, this is a great strategy because they recovered the ball. I mean, the risk was that they would give up a good field position, but they recovered the ball, and now they've really taken the whole steam out of Haven's ability to go down and drive and put this game out of reach.
All right, 2-score game at the moment, but Garnet in business now at the Strath Haven 41-yard line. Tyler Lassick under center on 2nd down and 1. Gives to Nolan Carroll first down yardage. He's dumped there by Vince Hales, but Carroll down to the 36 for 5 more, and Garnet with a little fire in their bellies right now. Comes out of halftime with some quick yardage at the 36.
All right, Haven's going to have to play some pretty smart football here. The best thing Haven can do, if they're going to have to give up a score, is make them take as much time as you can.
Wing to the near side is Lopez. Keeping himself this time is Lassick. He ducks inside into the arms of Vince Hales and Marco Kaufman, but looks like he'll have 4 or 5, maybe 6 more. Put it down at the 30-yard line, and we talked about the Panthers hot knife through butter offensively in the first half, and here's the Jaguars getting a push up front. Dylan Bledsoe, Max D'Antonio, Joe Anzalone, and Dylan Morano in there at left tackle now. Left guard is Lucas Pacenti. On 1st and 10 from the 30, Lassick. Give inside. This is Carroll driving the pile, and he's got himself 7 or 8 more down to the 23.
Boy, Haven needs to stop really bad here.
All right.
If Garnet Valley came down here and score in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, that's going to not quite even this up, but get close. Yep. I mean, not going to be even up on the score, but gives the potential to make this an even game.
Garnet trailed Haverford School by 2 scores a couple weeks ago and came back looking to do the same here. Keeping it is Lassick off the right side, cuts back into the secondary, inside the 10 and down to the 5. Touchdown saving tackle for Sean Henry. But 18 yards later, the Jags are at 1st and goal. Wow. In business now is Garnet Valley. They bring in the second tight end, Drew Keaveney. Devano checks out. Lassick runs in the play. 9:45 to play here in the third quarter. Opening drive here for the Jags that started at the midfield stripe. Motion man is Lopez. Give inside is DeVaughn. Luke Vaughn dumped quickly there. Nice work by Bill Brown in on the goal line set. Drops him at about the 2, so give Vaughn 3. He was your leading rusher for the Jags coming out of halftime. 8 carries, 53 yards for the junior, who's coming off a really horrendous injury early in his freshman year. Was never quite full speed last year as a sophomore, but kicked into gear now as a junior. 2nd and goal from the 2. Jags with 3 cracks at it. Panthers shift And they go stretch play to the left side. Nope, Vaughn is wrapped up there quickly. Nice work again by the Panther front. Bill Brown, not easy to move there in the middle. And Cole Miller as well.
I'm surprised they're going up the middle. I understand they were able to go up the middle for this drive, but now that you're down to 2 or 3 yards, we go into goal line defense. You got some big bodies up there. I would think they should try an end run.
Loss of a yard on that play.
All right, Vaughn dropped back at the 3. Split end to the left this time is Devano. They shift Carroll as a slot left wing to the far side is Lopez. He comes in motion. And they go inside. Lots more room that time. And Vaughn into the end zone for a touchdown from the 2. Luke Vaughn cuts into the Panther lead at the 8:26 mark of the third quarter. And Jags caught the Panthers napping there at the on the onside kick. Now, extra point pending here. And the Jags do bring the kick team on. Trailing by 9. Lopez trying to cut the lead to 8 and make it a one-score game. His first extra point try hit the left upright. Downey to snap it. It's a good one. Carroll gets it down. Kick is away. Lopez right through the middle of the uprights. 50-yard scoring drive for the Jaguars. Panthers now have to answer when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Selling or buying a home is serious business. And for serious business, the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Strath Haven 21, Garnet Valley 13. Kai Lopez recovering his own onside kick, and Luke Vaughn punches it in from the 2-yard line. All right, here we go. We've got ourselves a ball game. Lopez, end over end kick, angling to the far sideline towards Mackay Clark, but it'll take a hop. Out of bounds it goes, and the Panthers, I presume, will take the penalty and take the football at the 35-yard line. Let me finish a tweet here. Mike, go ahead.
Yep. Well, this is a key for Haven's. Got to go ahead and score. They got to continue the offense they've been showing to Garnet Valley, basically neutralizing this last score and see what they can pull out. I mean, Garnet Valley has a habit of coming back, so does Strath Haven, but Strath Haven's on the winning side of this. They certainly dominated the game on the scoreboard. Should have had actually one extra touchdown. They had a fumble right in the end zone. So, this is going to be interesting to see if Garnet Valley has made any adjustments on defense like they apparently did on offense.
All right, Panthers near the far hash mark, moving right to left here for their first possession of the third quarter. On first down, they give it to James Fisher. Running room off the far side. Oh, a ankle tackle saved. Big trouble there for Garnet Valley.
That was Nolan Carroll.
Carroll saved the touchdown. All right.
You said that like that was special.
Okay. He's had a game.
Yes, he has had a game. You've called his name a lot.
All right.
Known for those that joined late is Brian's son.
All right. 13 yards later, Fisher has him set up 1st and 10. The Panthers in business near midfield. Kaufman shifts to the backfield. Shane Green right up the middle for a few. He picks up a couple into Garnet Valley territory at the 48. Dylan Bledsoe checks back into the game.
Picked up, 5 or 4?
4, yep. Good work
Second
there
and 6.
from Green. 2nd down and 6 upcoming. He is over 100 yards and scored the first 2 touchdowns for Strath Haven tonight. Panthers ready to go again from the 48. 2 tight end set, and it's Fisher off the right side one more time, and he's met.
Nothing.
Nice work there by the linebackers filling the hole. That's number 7, Nick Romanello. Steps up to stop Fisher at about the 47, gain of maybe a yard.
Yep.
3rd down and about 5 here for the Panthers. Need something positive. Turn it into 4-down territory maybe. But can't go backwards here with 7:04, 7:03 and counting to play here in the third quarter. Hard count from Kitchen. Turns, gives to Green, right up the middle. He's going to barrel his way to first down yardage. Give him 6 down to the Strath Haven 41-yard line. And the big fullback is having a night.
Yep. Doing very well. It's just, great blocking. They opened up the holes. And it gets tougher and tougher as the defense is on the field to try to stop a bunch of big kids that are kind of pushing you around. The fatigue factor for defense just gets to be unreal.
Both teams could be in that boat
by the end of this game.
Yeah, certainly. All right, wing to the left is Fisher. Kaufman shifts to the backfield. Kaufman has it with room off the left side into the secondary on the cutback. Kaufman to the 25, still on his feet, cuts down inside the 15-yard line. Marco Kaufman for a bundle. Give him 27 and a first down.
That was a heck of a run. I'm showing it on replay right now.
He has had very good vision. For someone who played a lot of fullback his first couple years, he's been an excellent blocker in the backfield. But, boy, that cutback, we've seen that a few times this year and has paid dividends. And, boy, there you go, another red zone penalty for the Panthers. Just as they're starting to get things going, you end up with a false start here. Turns it into first and 15 and a little bit behind schedule. So 27 more yards for Kaufman there. Give him 46 on the evening. Inside of 6 minutes now to go here in the third. Football backs up to the 19-yard line. Panthers with first down and 15. Wing to the far side, Marco Kaufman. This is James Fisher. Running room off the right side. He'll stretch his way near the original line of scrimmage and then some. Twisting and pulling his way down near the 11. Nice work there by Fisher, picking up 8. He's approaching the 100-yard mark.
3 yards away, I've got him.
From just 11 carries, Fisher nearly 9 yards a carry tonight. Alton Chung checks out on the defensive side for Garnet Valley. 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers. From the 11-yard line, gives to Kaufman with running room momentarily and closed up quickly. Nice work by Luke Vaughn crashing down from that outside linebacker spot to drop Kaufman at the 10, and now you're looking at 3rd down and 6. Still probably 4-down territory here. Panthers.
No doubt about it.
I can hear Dan Schaefer in the back of my head saying to Coach Clancy, hey, you only need half of it here. Only need half of it. All right. They'd like more than that, of course. On 3rd down and 6 from the 10-yard line. 2 tight ends, wing to the far side. Kaufman juggling the snap, scramble for it. We'll see. I think the Panthers are back on it, but my goodness. Mistakes, and now decision time. You'd be looking at a 31-yard field goal or so, maybe a 29-yard field goal. And now you're back at the 12-yard line. So, my goodness. Penalty, fumbled snap.
The onside kick, which was a mistake because the Panthers should have been prepared for it. And now this, in addition to the penalty they just had, these are the kind of mistakes, boy, Garnet Valley's going to come in and just jam it down your throat.
Wouldn't shock me to see them call timeout here. Yeah, I think they're going timeout. And Panthers 2 seconds, 1 second. It should be a delay game. Yeah, my goodness. I thought they were running the clock down for... oh, my goodness. Panthers took their time getting to the line of scrimmage, and, boy, it could not be easier. At Garnet Valley, you have the play clock sitting right next to the goalposts. Everybody can see the play clock ticking down, and now you are right at the edge of field goal range at best.
At best.
Instead, they will keep the offense on the field. 4th and 13 now. 3:53 to play here in the third quarter. Panthers need the 4-yard line for a first down. What can they drum up? They've not attempted a pass yet this evening. Kitchen sends James Fisher split to the left. 4th and 13. They throw the fade. Fisher is out there, incomplete. Well covered, never really got off the line. Lassick came in at corner right there. Nolan Carroll closing as well. Pass really never had a chance, and the Panthers self-destruct in the red zone once again.
It's such a low chance play.
Well, yeah,
when you haven't passed all afternoon, but
your mistakes are on first down with the for the false start and 3rd down with a fumbled snap. I mean, those are the killers there. 4th and long is really a stretch for any high school team. And now Garnet Valley in a one-score game with the football and all sorts of energy. They take over at the 17-yard line. First down given, right up the middle, bouncing his way to the near side. This is Luke Vaughn at the 40, at midfield. Vaughn down the near sideline is finally run down into Strath Haven territory by Grayson LaFrance, all the way to the Panther 35. Milligan and LaFrance track him down, but Vaughn just went for 48. A bundle for 48 yards. Luke Vaughn's over 100 now. They'll spot it at the 35-yard line. Vaughn checks out. Nolan Carroll back in. And with 3:37 to go in the third, boy, you can feel the momentum swinging in a big, big way. Well, it's what we hoped for, right?
Yep.
A big, close game between two powerhouses. First down give. This is Nolan Carroll for maybe a yard or so. Maybe more than that. All right, they'll give him 2. On the dive. Carroll 9 carries, 30 yards, and the first Jaguar touchdown. 3:19, 3:18 and counting to play here in the third quarter. Strath Haven 21, Garnet Valley 13, 2nd and 8 for the Jags at the Haven 33. Backs are split. Second man through the line is Lareris, and he's wrapped up quickly that time. Panthers did a nice job there filling. That's Marco Kaufman in the mix there for the tackle at the 31. Where are they going to put this? 32-yard line?
32, gain of 1.
All right, just a yard there for Lareris. Again, probably 4-down territory here for the Jags. Trailing by 8. Vaughn back in, Carroll out, along with tight end Caden Ollinger to the near side. Split end is Dante Devano. Panther defense needing a stop on 3rd and 7. Motion man is Lopez. Back to pass is Lassick. All sorts of time. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's hit and buried. Down he goes. They'll sack him. Cole Miller and Jahai Curtis wrap him up for a loss of a yard maybe. May have gotten the line of scrimmage. I guess they'll give him the 32. So we'll call it no gain, but Curtis and Miller get home. Good coverage by the Panther back 7 to slow things down. Vaughn out, Carroll in. 4th and 7 from the 32.
Big
now
play
the Panthers,
for both teams.
They just had 12 men on the field there. They got away with it. All right, here we go. Shotgun look on 4th and 7. Rolling to his left. Lassick fires the out pattern. Complete to Devano. Banged out of bounds, but not before he picks up first down yardage at the Panther 22. Gain of 10. Devano's second catch of the evening.
It's not where you wanted to play him soft, I'll tell you that.
Well, that little out pattern, you have to respect the deep ball from a good, tall receiver, but, broke it out, and Lassick does a nice job, I will say, for a right-handed thrower, rolling and throwing to that left side. 1st and 10 from the 22, 2 backs, split behind the senior Tyler Lassick. First man through is Nolan Carroll. He'll squeak down to the 20, maybe the 17 or so. Good push up front now. Looked like the Panthers closed quickly, and you look up, and 5 yards later.
Is it 5 or 4?
5. 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5. This is what the Jags have done to many a team over the course of this 46-game winning streak in the Central League, taking a few yards at a time. Mix in a few big plays, but they will wear you down if you let them. Panther defense trying to come up with something big here. 2nd down and 5 from the 17. And it's Lassick going to keep it this time. Pulls it out of the belly, and Henry there to meet him quickly at the 16, maybe 15. Gain of 2 before Sean Henry makes the stop. 3rd and 3 upcoming. Clock continuing to melt here. We're inside of a minute to play, but in a one-score game, it feels much less of a factor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. You're going to go back and look at this for Strath Haven and say you could have been up 2 to 3 scores over and over and over again. Instead, here's Garnet Valley, 3rd down and about 3 from the Haven 15-yard line. Motion man to the near side, Lopez. Give us to Vaughn. He is belted down. Belted down for no gain by Cole Miller with a big stand. Oh, they're going to give him forward progress to the 14. Okay. Give him a yard. It'll turn to 4th and 2. And now hurry up. Hurry up offense here. Panthers jumped offside the last time this happened. They have to be ready. Here's Lassick. Motion man is Lopez. And now Lassick with 3 seconds, 2 seconds. We'll let the third quarter clock expire. Woo! We'll give everybody a chance to catch their breath. 21-13, Strathaven on top. We'll be back for a wild fourth quarter, we expect, on havenfootball.net.
This video and audio broadcast is copyrighted by havenfootball.net Incorporated for the private use of our audience. Any other use of these broadcasts or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without a havenfootball.net Incorporated's expressed written permission is prohibited.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Garnet Valley High School. Jaguars with the football, 4th and 2 to start the fourth quarter, trailing by 8. Strathaven defense trying for a big play here on havenfootball.net. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play. Mike Mayer and Andrew Kaufman here in the booth with me. Thanks again to Tony Jester and Mike Clancy and Pete Fulginetti helping with the camera work on the sidelines and here upstairs. Thanks to everybody here at Garnet Valley for getting us set up in the booth. Athletic Director Seth Bruner had us set up and well-directed all week. All right, here we go. 4th and 2 for Garnet Valley, moving right to left here as we start the fourth quarter. Strathaven leading by 8 points, and now need a big-time stop on defense. Panthers with tons of missed opportunities in the third quarter. Now hanging on for dear life as we start quarter number 4. Loreris is your single setback. Motion man is Lopez on 4th and 2. It's Loreris off the right side. He's on his feet for first down yardage. They lift him up and drive him backwards, but forward progress will give him near the 10-yard line and a 4-yard gain for a first down. Good push that time from the Jaguar line. And 4 cracks at it now. Sticks on the ground on the far sideline. First and goal to go from the 10. All right, here we go. Devano split to the near side. Tight end to the far side. On first down, option. Toss to the near side. This is Loreris. Cuts it back, and he's met by Vince Hales. No gain on the play. Good work by Hales to turn him inside. Got help there from Kaufman, who is slow to get up. Let's hope he can walk that off. All right.
Give him a yard.
Yeah, give him a yard, right.
All right. So Loreris did well to get back to the line of scrimmage, let alone gain a yard. 10 carries for 24 yards unofficially for Loreris in his return to the lineup after a few-week absence. All right, 3 more cracks at it here for Garnet Valley, this time from the 9. Bunch formation to the right. Lopez comes in motion to the near side. Keeping it is Lassick trying to turn the corner, and absolutely not, says Jahai Curtis. Drops him back at the 12. Loss of 3 on the play. And Curtis using that 6'3 frame to get off his block and drop him for a loss of 3. Big play there. Now the Panther D needs to hold.
What do you think? Garnet Valley's going to try to pass now?
We'll see. I mean, again, 2 cracks at it. Certainly 4 down territory. They split Carroll to the far side. Tight end to the right is Drew Keaveney. Different formation here, double tight end. And they go fake the counter. Rolling to his right is Lassick. Looking. Has time, but now running out of it. Steps, fires, end zone, caught, touchdown.
My goodness.
What a job by Lassick to buy time. And it's Caden Nollinger in the end zone for the score. Or is it Keaveney? That was Keaveney. Drew Keaveney, the senior, big 6'5 target right inside the pylon. And Lassick on the money. And now the Jags with a chance to tie with 10:05 to play in regulation. Panthers need 1 big stop here on a 2-point try.
Unreal.
So, look, the Panthers have been in tight games for most of the season. This shouldn't scare them in that sense.
No, but they're usually catching up.
Yeah, but now you've got to find a way to regain the momentum. And in the meantime, it could start right here. Garnet trailing by 2. 2-point try upcoming here. Lassick under center, motion man, and they've got a whistle pre-snap timeout Garnet Valley. They want to talk things over, and they got the timeout from the sideline prior to the delay of game call. So we'll take a short timeout, be back for a 2-point try upcoming. Strath Haven trying to hang on to a 2-point lead when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Volunteer with South Media Fire Company, serving Nether Providence Township and Rose Valley Borough, where you and your unique skills and passions are wanted. Volunteering with South Media Fire Company isn't just about responding to emergency calls, it's about building lifelong connections. As a volunteer, you'll forge friendships that extend beyond the firehouse while serving your community. For more information, please visit us at southmediafire.com.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Back to Garnet Valley High School. Strath Haven 21, Garnet Valley 19, extra point pending with 10:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. Jags have stormed all the way back, trailing 21-6, now with a chance to tie it after a mistake-filled second half here so far for the Panthers. All right, here we go. Bunch formation to the right once again. Carroll, your single setback. Tight end to the left is Caden Ollinger. Motion man, and they fake it to Carroll. This is Lassick on a keeper, trying to get outside. Cuts it back. The Panthers stack him up, and we'll see. No good. Panthers make the stop. Hales and others in the mix there. And Lassick inches shy from tying it. 21-19 is where we stand.
But 21-19 ain't going to hold this.
Well, not with 10:05 to go. So,
Andrew, better come back and have a heck of a series.
You're going to put the tweet out there? All right, you've got that. I won't double the work here. We'll keep it right here and see if Strath Haven can get something going in the kick return game, perhaps. As, well, they've only had, they've had a couple chances to return kicks. Not the first one that caught them napping, and the onside kick that Kai Lopez really swung this whole thing to start this third quarter. But now Strath Haven, despite all sorts of rushing yardage piling up, hanging on for dear life right now with a 2-point lead. Need the offense to get something going here with 10:05 to go in regulation. And here's Kai Lopez ready to go once again. Okay, he approaches. Line drive kick, takes out one hop. It'll be fielded by Mackay Clark. Clark looking for room across the 20, makes one man miss, and then you're going to get a late flag coming in, and this is usually in the neighborhood of holding or illegal block in the back. My guess is you're marching this backwards from the 30-yard line when you're all said and done. And let's see here. Some unpiling here on the near side. Looks like everybody's healthy. That's good. And now we check the flag. My guess is you're coming back to the 20. Illegal use of the hands. And, yep, here we go. Strath Haven just making it tough on themselves here in the second half with some really silly mistakes. Especially, I mean, in the sense that Mackay Clark was inches away from stepping out of bounds. You just can't block someone in the back when that play was all but over. In the meantime, back at the 20, Panthers with an 80-yard field in front of them, a 2-point lead, and they shift to a wing to the left. They go toss to the far side. Looking for room is James Fisher. Has the edge momentarily, and a beautiful open field tackle right there. I think that's Luke O'Donohue coming up from the safety spot, making the tackle. O'Donohue forced the fumble that Fisher lost in the end zone in the second quarter. Stops Fisher for no gain. In fact, loses a yard.
Actually
brings up second and 11.
7, Nick Romanello.
Okay. We'll check the film on all that later on. In the meantime, second down and 11. Panthers behind schedule now from their 19-yard line. Go counter crisscross, looking for running room momentarily.
Nicely
Fisher
played.
for a few, but again, Panthers ran into Chase Britton along with number 4, Chase Wilt. So third down and 8 upcoming. Mass substitutions here for Garnet Valley defense. with 8:56 and counting to play here in regulation. Panthers need a first down in a big way. Alexi Gustafson checks out. Clock continues to run, and now you've got a flag. Okay, I think you're going to get a sideline warning here for Garnet Valley is my guess. All right. All right, we will check this. Dead ball. Yep, okay. Sideline warning. Okay. 8:46 on your game clock. That should restart the clock.
Have we ever seen a team penalized for a sideline warning?
Well, you get the warning, and then most teams learn their lesson and don't do it again. All right, clock continues to tick. 8:30 to go here. 3rd and 8 for the Panthers. Motion man is Kaufman. Back to pass is Kitchen. Has time. He wants it all. Down the far sideline. Has a man out there. And it is caught by James Fisher.
Goodness.
Incredible throw and catch all the way to the 40-yard line. My goodness. Gain of 38. What? I don't know how he caught it. That was as well covered as you can cover somebody.
Absolutely.
And Fisher somehow hauls it in.
Amazing.
Jake Fisher's deep ball is something else.
Kitchen. Yep.
Yeah.
Combining the two players.
1st and 10 from the 40. This is Kaufman off the left side, and not much doing. Good work there by the right side of the Garnet Valley defense to stack things up and quell some momentum there momentarily. So no gain on the play for Kaufman. What did we have that connection, that pass play? Was it 38?
38 yards.
Was I guessing right there?
Yeah, guessing right.
Pretty good.
I mean, math in public is, a little risky, but here we are.
It's a little bit easier when you're going from the 22 to the 40.
That does help some.
Nice round number.
All right.
You're ending on.
Here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Motion man is James Fisher. Gives to Shane Green with some running room momentarily, but it closes quickly.
Boy, I'll tell you, they have made some adjustments.
Well, and the pad level for the Panthers right now is not great. They're standing up a little bit. They're not getting that push that they had for the majority of the first half. Green goes for just 3, and now you're looking at 3rd down and 7. Shane Green over 100 yards rushing tonight, 2 touchdowns. But boy, does he and the Panthers need another couple plays or two to move the ball and continue to shrink the clock. 7 minutes to go and counting here on 3rd down and 7. Give on the counter. This is Fisher, and into the backfield. Luke Vaughn swallows him up for a loss. Vaughn came off his block quickly. They read it, and the sweep goes nowhere. In fact, backwards to the 43. They lose 6, and Kitchen and the punt team will come on. All right. Here we go. From the 43, hang on to your hats, folks. This
first punt of the night, isn't it?
Setting up for a wild finish.
No, first punt for
Haven,
yeah.
second
first
punt of the night.
Of 3 weeks. They went the last 2 games without punting at all. And now, here's Kitchen ready to kick it away. Nolan Carroll stands deep near the 10-yard line. Snap is a good one. Kitchen lets it go. High, towering spiral. Fair catch signaled for by Carroll. It takes a hop and a Strath Haven hop inside the 10, inside the 5. It'll be downed right there at the 5-yard line by Jack Schuster. And boy, how many times have we seen Jake Kitchen come up big in the punt game? 38 on the punt, no return, and pins Garnet Valley back at the 5-yard line. Wow.
Well, Haven really needs to make a stop here. I mean, they cannot, obviously, if it takes 5 minutes for Garnet Valley to come down and score, that's going to be a serious problem.
Right.
Actually, it's 39 on the punt.
All right.
Spotting at the 4.
Ball at the 4-yard line. Garnet trailing by 2. Long field in front of them, and half the 4th quarter still to be played here. Exactly 6 minutes on the game clock. Under center is Lassick. Back to pass. He wants to throw it out of his own end zone. Fires, completes to the far sideline. And that's Lopez across the sticks out to the 23. Gain of 17 or more. Let's see where they put it down.
18, it looks
18-yard line?
14 on the catch.
Okay, there we go. Lassick has been awfully good tonight. I have him, 7 out of 11 thrown
7-11, 77 yards.
1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Inside give. This is, I think, Vaughn when they unpile. Let's see. No, that was Carroll. Out across the 20 to the 21. Gain of 3 for the junior. In his spare time is the catcher on the baseball team and wrestles all winter. No rest for the weary here for most of the players on the field for both teams right now. 2nd down and 7 from the 21. Lopez comes in motion. They give off the right side and into the secondary. Loraris, he's your game breaker and explodes across the 35 to the 36. Gain of 15 more for the senior. Panthers defense starting to feel a little weary.
This is a total reversal of the first half. Just absolutely what the Panthers did to the Garnet Valley. Garnet Valley's not doing to them. And if the Panthers don't figure out a way to stop this, they're going to walk out with their one defeat tonight.
All right, split to either side. Lopez to the near side, Devano to the far side. On 1st and 10 from the 36, keeping it himself is Lassick. He gets a couple, but the Panthers close quickly, dropping him at the 39. Gain of just 2 for Lassick. Nice work there by the Panther defense. Sets up 2nd down and 8. Certainly 4-down territory the rest of the way here for Garnet Valley. Barring something, you'd have to have significant negative plays. Garnet's converted multiple 4th downs tonight. Backs are split behind Lassick on 2nd down and 8. Double dive, ball came loose out of the hands of Loraris, and the Panthers are on it. The Panthers recover a fumble, double dive that time. Loraris took a heavy hit and seems a little worse for the wear standing up. That is not a good sign. You don't want to see anybody hurt, but Mike, boy, you said it. The defense needs a stop, and with 4:16 to play, the 2nd turnover of the night for Garnet Valley.
Panthers can win this 2 ways now. They win with a score, technically, or they hold off on the they just
run
march
the clock
for 4 yards. Yeah, march the clock down.
All right, Panthers trying to keep it simple here. Jags D trying to turn it around. Kaufman off the left side, drives the pile for across the 40 down to the 38. Gain of 4, and there's a pretty darn good recipe, right, Mike? If you go 4 yards every play.
Well, that's my defensive coach used to say, 3-3-3 punt, so 4-4-4 is 1st down. It works every time.
3:53 and counting to play here in regulation. Strathaven 21, Garnet Valley 19. From the 38-yard line, 2nd down and about 6. Shane Green off the left side, and the Jags crashed down quickly. Nice job by the outside backer on that side. Didn't see, is that Britton coming in there? Or no, Frank Long. Frank Long with a good stop. Maybe a yard for Green, who's had 105 yards in the first half and just 12 here in the second half.
That's the story, really.
Damian Singh checks out as the defensive lineman. Panthers, plenty of time here on the play clock. Wouldn't want to go too fast, honestly. And now here, timeout, Strathaven. They stop the clock with 3:09 to play, 3rd and 5 upcoming. We will take a short timeout with them. Thank you to our sponsors for giving us the opportunity to watch some tremendous high school football once again. Be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on HavenFootball.com.
Welcome back to Mo DeFrank Stadium. Garnet Valley trailing Strathaven 21-19. 46 straight wins in the Central League for the Jaguars, and the Panthers with just over 3 minutes to keep the ball moving and perhaps put an end to that streak. But 3rd and 5 upcoming feels pretty daunting here. T formation, now they shift. Kaufman is your fullback. They give it to Kaufman, straight up the middle. He's driving the pile
my goodness.
across the 30-yard line. That's something new. Kaufman at fullback for the first time this year. They shift him and bump down to the 28-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play, and a fresh set of downs for the Panthers.
I'd like to give a shout-out to former Haven alum Brendan Riccardi covering the game. Had a great angle of the James Fisher catch.
All right,
Hopefully
we'll check that out.
Use that in play of the game, Mike.
1st and 10 for Strath Haven at the Garnet Valley 28. 2:40 and counting to play here in regulation. Fisher in the backfield. Kitchen under center. It is Fisher on first down. Bumps off of one tackle. Second, third effort will get him down near the 25. Finally wrapped up there after a gain of 3. Timeout Garnet Valley. Luke Vaughn hanging on for the tackle that time. And timeout Garnet Valley. Good decision right there for Garnet to stop the catch and stop the bleeding. And, that's Brendan Ricciardi, you're right, got a terrific angle. We'll have to retweet that or something. That's just
see if you can capture that for me and send it to me.
Just a tremendous throw and catch there from Jake Kitchen to James Fisher. It didn't turn into points, but what it did was give the Panthers an opportunity to tilt the field. And, after Jake Kitchen's punt put Garnet back at their 4-yard line, had a long way to go. And then, of course, the fumble for Garnet Valley could not have been less timely from that standpoint. But now here's Strath Haven with a big first down gained by Marco Kaufman. And Garnet Valley now in a position to have to use some timeouts. 2nd down and 7. Panthers, 3 more cracks at it here to pick up a first down.
Only one timeout for Garnet left.
All right, Panthers can play the clock game here in theory, but you need positive yardage on each play. 2 tight ends once again. Miller to the right, Gustafson to the left. 2nd down give is off the left side, Shane Green. 2 hands on the football, pushes inside the 25 to the 23. Timeout Garnet Valley, that's their final timeout. And give Green maybe 2 more yards. Aiden Bendo on the stop for Garnet Valley. 3rd down and 5 once again. And now, again, Strath Haven. Boy, you want the first down here because if it's...
Oh, yeah.
You're in no man's land otherwise. You're too close to punt. You don't want to risk a 40-yard field goal
right.
From this spot on the field. So really, 3rd down, you need positive yards, maybe set up something on 4th and short. Well, Garnet going to do everything they can over the next 2 plays here to rip that ball out of there or get a stop or who knows what, but can't complain about the entertainment value of this game. Boy, we've had
those.
Another instant classic here.
I need a bladder transplant.
Well, and look at all the other crucial information we pass along here during our broadcast.
That's right.
3rd down and 5. Garnet Valley needing a stop. Strath Haven trying to kill the clock here from the 23-yard line. 3rd and 5. It's Kaufman off the left side. Into the end zone. He'll go. Sees Part. And Marco Kaufman will put the Panthers up 2 scores. A 23-yard touchdown run. And then you're going to get a flag afterwards. I think this is going to be maybe unsportsmanlike. We'll see.
Daunting.
This was definitely post-play. 27-19. Extra point pending, and then my guess is that Strath Haven will be penalized probably on the kickoff here. I think you're going to get a post-play extra exuberance, to put it politely. If you want to put it more rudely, just as you said,
taunting,
Mike, probably taunting. Marco Kaufman's first touchdown of the night. Green got the first 2, Fisher the second, and
it looks like they may take it on the extra point.
The extra point?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, 27-19 keeps it an 8-point game. It keeps it a 1-score game. So there is something to be said for that you want to push them back and make this suddenly.
Gee, can you even make an attempt?
This is a 35-yard field goal. I mean, is what you're looking at now.
Yeah.
All right, a 35-yard extra point attempt. This would keep this as a one-score game unless Ben Milligan can drill it.
2:15 left.
Here we go. Kitchen to hold it. Snap is a good one. Ball spotted. Milligan, plenty of leg. Good! Oh my goodness. Ben Milligan pounds it through, and we have a 9-point game with 2:15 to go.
That had plenty of leg on it.
Yep.
My goodness. Milligan steps up big time, and the Panthers now 2:15 away from grabbing hold of the lead in the Central League.
Do you think they did this on purpose to make it exciting?
Yeah, oh, sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah. They said, look, we're going to do an onside kick. Okay, we'll give that to you.
Yeah, well,
you guys
right.
score.
Yeah. Strathaven said, yeah, let's fumble at the 1-inch line.
Right.
Let's jump off sides in
Well,
the red zone.
it's all about the ratings.
Right. It's
Which
about,
everybody
it's
knows
just for our entertainment,
right, for
of
our
course.
entertainment, of course. Right.
Oh, my goodness. Marco Kaufman's 23-yard run and Ben Milligan's 35-yard extra point has given the Panthers a 9-point lead with 2:15 to go. Jags need a big play in a big hurry. Ian Gallagher has it teed and ready to go. Nolan Carroll awaits the kickoff. High end-over-end kick. It'll be Carroll coming up, makes the catch at the 10-yard line, up the near hash, looking for room up the near sideline. Cuts upfield across the 25, belted down at the 26 by Nick Faribault. And again, Panthers have Garnet Valley pinned fairly deep at this point. Jags out of timeouts with 2:09 to play here in regulation.
Well, they're very good at the pass. Haven's going to play him softly again.
I would think. But the Jags need to be picking up first downs or finding that sideline to kill the clock. Lassick under center on first down. Back to pass. Looking near side. Down the seam. Incomplete. Looking for Caden Ollinger, who was well covered by Marco Kaufman at the 40-yard line. Incomplete. It falls. Second down and 10. Well, listen, one of the things that makes Garnet Valley an effective passing team is the threat of run. I don't care if you're in shotgun spread all game or not. When there's 2 minutes left and you're down 2 scores, it makes it tough to throw. And so now Lassick and the Jags offense need something special here. 2 receivers to his right. They give inside. This is Luke Vaughn, who's going to dive across the 30, give him the 33, 34 maybe, 33-yard line. Clock ticks. Second down and about 4. Third down and 4, thank you. 2 receivers to the right. Back is Lassick. Fires. Complete. Carroll's got it. He's wrapped up, but first down yardage will stop the clock while they move the sticks. Panthers will have to go. Jaguars will have to go quickly. They're at the 40-yard line, moving the chains. 1:40 and counting to play here in regulation after Carroll went for 8. Give inside. This is Luke Vaughn. Sheds 1 tackle, 2 tackles, first down yardage, and down to the 45 he goes. Stop the clock again with 1:29 to go here. Give them the Panther 44. Gain of 16 for Vaughn. He's piled up triple digits tonight as well, and now you've got a timeout on the field. And Strathaven wants to think things over with 1:21 to go, get the defense figured out, leading 28-19.
I think Coach Clancy also wants to have a talk with the officials because the refs are spotting the ball in the middle of the field when it should be on a hash.
Correct. Yeah.
You can hear. I can hear the coach on the wing, and it's been the last 2 plays for Garnet Valley. They've gotten first downs. The plays have clearly been outside the hashes, and the ball's somehow getting spotted in the middle of the field.
Right. Okay. So, with that in mind, the officials...
But it doesn't look like the spot's going to change right now.
Yeah, not on this. Not after the run, I don't think. I think the catch by Carroll that picked up the first down initially, you're right, was at or outside that hash. The run by Vaughn, I think, is spotted correctly. But either way, Panthers don't want to give up too much here. You do not want this coming down to an onside kick and hold your breath.
Right.
That's failed them once already.
Well, they weren't expecting the onside kick.
That was an onside kick that they weren't expecting.
Well,
Maybe they
Either
should have
way,
been.
Panther defense trying to hold the Jags in check here. 28-19, 1:21 to go here in regulation. Back, they fire to the flat. This is Lopez looking for some running room. Gets a block from Carroll and steps out of bounds across the 40 down to the Panther 38. Give him 6 or 7. As Kyle Lopez, we'll call it 2nd down and 4. As Lopez has been busy. I think that's his 6th catch of the night, if I'm counting correctly.
I have that one as a lateral, so that'll be a carry for Kai.
Well done. Thank you. All right. Lopez at the bottom of your screen. Top of your screen, Dante Devano. Carroll in the slot to the right. Back to passes Lassick on 2nd and 4. Fires to the near side. It's complete. Making the catch and falling out of bounds near first down yardage, and I think he has it. Caden Ollinger. Give him 4 to the Panther 34-yard line with just 1:12 to play here in regulation. First catch of the evening for Caden Ollinger. Clock is stopped with Ollinger stepping out of bounds. 1:12 to go here in regulation. Fresh set of downs now for the Jags. Receivers are split. Slot to the far side, Carroll. They give fake inside, and back to pass is Lassick. Fires over the middle and in and out of the hands of Ollinger. Henry closing quickly. Incomplete, it falls. Ollinger would like that one back. 1:06 to go here in regulation. All right. Lassick has had a really good pocket to throw from most of the night. I will say the Jags have protected him well, and when protection is broken down, he is elusive. That touchdown throw to Keaveney was something else. He needs something else right now. 3rd down, rolling to his right, looking, firing to the outside. It is in and out of the hands. Again, looking for Devano that time. Could not squeeze it on the far sideline. Now we have 3rd down. I think I misspoke a second ago.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10 at the 34. Clock stops with 1:01. Just 5 seconds lost there for Garnet Valley. I've lost track of the passing stats.
9 of 16 for 88 yards in the
Thank
touchdown.
you. Andrew's on it.
For
We've
Tyler
got
Lassick.
the computer. The computer has beaten me once again. All right. 3rd and 10 from the 34. Lassick in the gun. Back to pass. Quarterback draw. Looking for running room and has a seam. Up the middle. Cuts to his left. Steps away from one man. Is tackled inbounds and shy of a first down. Maybe. Oh, no. They're going to say he got it. Forward progress will give him the 24 before the Panthers get the stop. So give him 11. Give him 11 to the 23. All right. Clock winds again. We're at 50 seconds and counting. Lassick back. Fires to the outside. Incomplete. Looking out there for,
I think that was number 11.
Devano. Yep, Devano's the split end on that far side. 2nd and 10 now with 46 seconds to play. There have been some miraculous finishes here at this stadium for Garnet Valley over the years. This would have to be right up there now.
Last week was one of them, wasn't it?
That was over at Lower Marion.
But the week before, no, that was here.
That was here.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one before that with Haverford, the Haverford School, with Vaughn scoring late in the, with seconds to play in that one. But here, they need to do it twice. Lassick back to pass on 3rd down. Fires down the seam. It is caught by Lopez at the 5. Goes high, hauls it in. 1st and goal to go. Milligan on the stop. But from the 4-yard line now, the Jags in business. Trailing by 9. Shotgun look again. 1st and goal to go. Back is Lassick. They go with a tight end pop pass. Jump ball is swatted away by Milligan. Tried to go up top there to Drew Keaveney. That's a big target. At 6'5", but Milligan up to the task with 31.2 remaining on the game clock. 2nd and goal from the 4. Everybody can catch their breath here with the clock stopped momentarily. All right, here we go. Tyler Lassick sends Devano to the far side. Lopez to the near side. Slot to the right is Nolan Carroll. Tight end to the right as well. Motion man. They flood that right side. Jet sweep to Lopez, and he's going to be thrown down. Thrown down by Cole Miller. Lopez is down. Clock ticks. 20 seconds. And Lopez slow to get up, and he'll get some attention here. Okay. So 20.6 remains on the game clock. Loss on the play back to the, where did they spot that? Back to the 11. Okay. Back to the 11. So as soon as he's cleared, the game clock will start. There is no real timeout, and Lopez, again, hoping for the best here. But
they don't do a 10-second.
No, there's not like a 10-second
countdown
runoff. This is just a safety issue here in high school football. You're just going to make sure
he also has to come out for a play
he
because
does
he lost
have to
his
come
helmet.
out. Yeah, he does have to come out, but it does give everybody a chance to catch their breath and reset. But Cole Miller, how about that? Loss of 7 on the play, just getting off his block and making a big-time stop. 3rd and goal to go from the 11. Clock should be winding right now. They should restart this. Here we go. All right, Lassick under center. They wind the game clock, and now the left tackle stood right up. There's no flag. They throw the jump ball incomplete. Through the fade to Devano. And, boy, there was Garnet got
lots
away with
of
one right
movement
there. Yeah, there was,
on that offensive line.
Yep, all right. Either way, incomplete it falls, and now 4th and goal from the 11 with just 14 seconds left. Garnet Valley, it's been... again, you're talking about October of 2017 since they've lost a Central League game to Chris Britton and the Springfield Cougars. And now Strath Haven looking to end that win streak at 46 games with one more big play. 4th and goal from the 11. Lassick fires, fade to the end zone. It is incomplete off the fingertips in the back of the end zone of Devano. And Strath Haven takes over on downs with 9 seconds to go. A snap, a knee, and the Panthers will grab hold of first place in the Central League with a big-time victory on the road at Garnet Valley. Wow. 10 o'clock on the nose here. We had a late start. It's a slower game than we anticipated. We thought, oh my goodness, this would just be, both teams running it down each other's throats, fast-moving game. That's not what we got. But what we did get is a Strath Haven victory. Number 351 in the career of Kevin Clancy has to feel pretty sweet. For the first time since 2010, Strath Haven on top of Garnet Valley. Your score tonight, 28-19. Jags stay undefeated at 7-0. Yeah, there it is, Mike. That's a special win right there against a very good team. Garnet Valley shorthanded, Panthers shorthanded as well. It's just that time of year where you get kids banged up. But whatever the case, what a terrific football game from both teams.
Garnet Valley I thought was going to get blown out here, and then suddenly they just come back and roar, which is appropriate since it's the Jaguars versus the Panthers. But they come back and roar and just play a great second half and just can't quite pull it out.
Terrific game on all sides. Coaches, players, fans, bands. What a great atmosphere here tonight. You want to take a short time out? Be back for a quick wrap-up?
Yep.
All right, be back in 30 seconds. Thanks again to our terrific sponsors here on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K child care with an emphasis on learning? Duckling's Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old, within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School, on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to the Mo, to Georgia. We'll be at George L. King Field next week. But tonight, here on the road, their 3rd road victory in a row. Strath Haven 28, Garnet Valley 19 to end a remarkable run for Garnet Valley. And look, there's still a lot of tough football to be played. And the way the Central League works, it doesn't matter who beats who. If there are multiple teams with one loss at the end of the year, then you have co-champs. And in the meantime, this is not over. This is just one more step. I mentioned 351 wins for Coach Clancy. He'll just tell you it's one win. It's one. and we won this week. And then tomorrow we got to start prepping for a very hot Marple Newtown team that's starting to hit on all cylinders offensively and pile up points. But, Panthers really showed something tonight in the face of adversity, mistakes, silly mistakes, many of them, and just beat a really good football team tonight. They have to feel good.
Absolutely. They handled it well. They didn't take advantage of everything they should have taken advantage of in the first half, but they came back and held on, and that's what we've been seeing. They get behind, they end up with other issues, but they managed to pull it out. 7 games straight. That's what you want.
All right. So next Friday night, back at home at George L. King Field, Marple Newtown will come in with just one league loss to Springfield.
Yep.
So they will be ready to rock and roll. Marple with Strath Haven next week, and then Marple Garnet Valley the following week. So no rest for the weary from any direction here in the Central League. Thanks again to Tony Jester on the sideline with Peach Fulgenetti, to Mike Clancy with the camera work. Andrew and Mike, phenomenal job, and I'll say thank you in advance for everything you did, you're doing in the days ahead. One more quick editorial. Thank you guys from Garnet Valley. Look, it's a tough week in my household. I care about a lot of these kids, but again, it's been a lot of fun. All right, we're signing off. We'll be back at it next Friday night, 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. But thrilled for another Strath Haven Panther victory, 7-0, and back at home next Friday night. Once again, final score, Strath Haven 28, Garnet Valley 19. Brian Carroll signing off. Good night, everybody, and great football.
This internet broadcast has been a production of HavenFootball.net Incorporated. All rights are reserved. Thanks for watching, and good night.